Oh, why is my face so big? Wait a minute. I was gonna do a bit to start the stream, and then I got distracted by my face being so big. There we go. That's better. What the fuck? Why is my face so big? Oh, oh, nothing has changed. There we go. Okay. I was gonna do a bit, and then I got that happens. So I guess no bit. Hi everyone. Hachi Machi, we are here. Oh my god. I like in a good way, I promise. The closer we've gotten to this stream since Monday, the sadder I've gotten. Cause I can't believe the game is over. It's technically already over. Like, I don't think this epilogue was in the game at launch. So like in a way we've already beaten it. I'm looking at I'm gonna make another thumbnail for this VOD, but I'm looking at I've taken all like the first different thumbnails I did for this series on my desktop, and they're just kind of sitting there, and it's like a nice little progression of Jedzia as they've gone through hell. I'm gonna miss this game. I'm gonna miss this game so much. And like one thing that really sucks is that like it's kind of like lightning in a bottle, you know. Um, uh, Hold on. It's kind of like lightning in a bottle. Like this game kind of not came out of nowhere. People knew it was going to happen. But like in a way, it kind of came out and just surprised everybody as being like the biggest game of last year. And like it's really is. Even when we have complaints about some like little things, like it really is something special. A new games could be this and yeah, you like exactly like it's just like I've played CRPGs before. I like CRPGs. You know, I love Planescape Torment. I love Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium's a little less of a CRPG, but you know, it is. It's a CRPG. It's just kind of like a little more. It's different. Hey Amber, also welcome. Like, I think what really burns me, what really chaps my ass at the end of all this, is that like, I think, and this is totally within the right. It's fine. I'm gonna shift the blame to someone else. Like Larian said, like, yeah, this is it. We're not gonna do any more editions. I think they've maybe like teased kind of doing extra races, but I don't think they plan on doing. I think they're like moving on from Baldur's Gate 3, and like that's fine. I get it because like, and I guess I'm throwing away this any potential sponsorship, but like Wizards of the Coast / Hasbro kind of sucks. I think we talked about last stream or the stream before that like I don't really expect the next version of D&D to be anything special or good. Like I really feel like this game could only exist right now when it does. And it's just like, you know, like what do we do after this when there's no sorry, I'm getting stuff ready for after we finish the game. What do we do after this when there's no more like lae'zel, you know? And there's no more Shadowheart, and there's no more Karlach and Gale and Will and Asterion and all of our friends. Like, what do we do? It's very parasocial of me to say this. I rolled poor on my con save against parasociality. But like, you know, I love these characters. I guess fanfic is the answer. But like, it's kind of wild, and you could say this about any CRPG, you know, about like. Actually, I guess you can't because Minthara or not Minthara, Halsin, or not Halsin, fuck, Minsk and Jaheira and random people like Viconia Devere and Saravak and Amalescent, is that her name? Alamalexia, and all the other Ballspawn persisted through 3 fucking games over like 35 years. Not that long. But like, it's just wild, you know, like, I don't know why this game hits so hard about like there's no more after this. Like, yeah, I could do another playthrough, but you're replaying the story even if you do things differently. Like where do we go from here in terms of like this world? Because even like if you play D&D, which I do weekly, I've played D&D before I ever played this game. It's like I don't know. It's hard, and it sounds very like silly to say that, but like I love these characters, you know. um I, I wish we could get more of them somehow, because like I really love I mean, the main three girls. Yeah, our party, lae'zel and Shadowheart and Karlach, and also like Jadzia. Like I love. I haven't gotten into as Jadzia as I have like my D&D character who I've played for 2 years, and that's also because the nature of role playing in a TTRPG versus a video game is very different. Um, but like I love Jedzia and I'm gonna miss them, and like they're just kind of there, and I guess we can see where the epilogue leaves them. We have to talk about the epilogue in a little bit, but like it's just like damn, it's just damn. Um, I don't know, man. It's like so bittersweet because like I loved this so much. Um, damn, Um, I just oh god, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna miss it. Um, I all I can say is just that over and over again. I'm so glad we played it, and it was so much fun to stream. It's so much fun to make it like a group experience with our little Plorbo. And like falling in love with all these characters on stream was so much fun. Um, uh, but like God, I guess fanfic is really my only savior after all this. you know, I guess that's what I have to look forward to. Um, Let me get my notebook out. Um, uh, because also like I finally felt safe to start reading about the game. Reading about like choices we missed and stuff. I feel like we can do that now because we're at the end of it, and like I don't know, like I don't know what. Sorry, I was looking at dog. I don't know what we could do in the epilogue that would like be another major choice. That could be spoiled for me, especially because that's going to be so personal. But uh it's just reading about like all the other paths we could have gone down, and like even like I forgot about Yenna, the little girl who came to our camp. um and it turns out she only exists to be like an extreme backup for the Orin situation. Like if you've lost like everyone in your party, Yenna's the one who gets kidnapped because no matter what you do, she joins you. um but uh uh I just it's wild. I wrote down a bunch of notes. First off, like the Dark Urge stuff. That's something I wish I had like the patience to dedicate another like 4 months to this game. And also I wish I had it in me to do like an evil playthrough. The Dark Urge is like crazy how much stuff there is, and we've kind of seen some of that. And I've called that out where I've noticed it, where it's like, oh, early on in Act 2, the like woman who's complaining about her pet being gone, she's talking about the Dark Urge. And it's like, oh, we found the Dark Urge's body in Orin's bedroom, and we realized like the Dark Urge was the like original member of the Chosen. Like Orin usurped the Dark Urge, like usurped what would be the player character if you went that way. That's wild. Like the Dark Urge gets like an exclusive. It's not really a companion in the like traditional sense of like a player, like a character you can control, but there's like an exclusive character that just the Dark Urge has. That's like a little kobold monster that encourages you to be evil and gets mad if you're not evil. And the hat that was sitting on the counter in Helsic's store is that creature's hat. And like canonically, the creature just loses the hat. It's wild. Yeah. We only learned about Minthara even being a companion way after we killed her. I didn't even know she could be, and back then it was more convoluted how you did it. Now it's a little easier, but still kind of weird. We plan on doing that in my multiplayer playthrough with my friends, because one of them wants to romance her. She's super cool. She's very hot. I adore her. I She's also a paladin, which like I wish we had a paladin in our group. We talked about that last stream with Will, and like kind of last stream we kind of tacitly went over like expectations I had about the game, um, and where I uh 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 where I expected things to go, and then where things ended up going. But um, it's just wild. Um, I was writing down more things. Down by the river, the theme song. There's a throwaway line in the underground when you're going to the Morphic pool that mentions that all the water is like a runoff from the Chianthar, which is like the main river that goes through the middle of Faerun. Um, or the actually I don't know if Faerun's the continent or the world, but it goes through the middle of the continent at least. And like I don't know if this is intentional, but it's interesting that Down by the River is like the theme song of the game. And is about like staying in your dreams and stuff. And the final encounter of the game starts like at this what is notably an offshoot of the Chianthar, where the final boss has been hiding for a lot of the time. Uh, I don't know. It's just I've got like so much swimming in my head right now, and I'm kind of stalling on purpose just to avoid finishing the game. But it's oh god, it's so wild. I need to start the game up is what I should do right now. Um, I'm so sad to lose all these characters, you know, um, player and non-player characters. Watch there be one update right now that just breaks the game. But yeah, I would highly recommend looking up Dark Urge stuff or doing your own Dark Urge playthrough if you've like watched my playthrough and you're like, well, I feel like I've seen enough of the game because like it doesn't totally change the story, but there is so much stuff that is specific to the Dark Urge. It's kind of crazy, just like reading through it all and how that's like basically its own quest line. Yeah, the Fallout 4 update came out, the next gen update. Uh, you know, I try not to be a Bethesda hater because I think that's kind of like cack to be like Bethesda, but like I'm not surprised that Bethesda took like what is the best publicity they've had for anything in the last uh 13 years and right in the ground. Um I kind of feel like the Fallout TV show surprised everyone a little bit. Like I was excited to watch it, especially in like the week before it came out. Um but I had low expectations and they ended up being like very much exceeded and I loved the show. Way more than I ever thought I would. Um but I feel like everyone kind of just like didn't expect it to be as good as it ended up being. And of course, even saying that kind of depends on what kind of brain broken internet nerd you are. Because like a lot of New Vegas fans who are taking information at face value have kind of lost it about the show. Uh, not that New Vegas fan is like a separate cast. Like I love New Vegas, but it's weird. Um, but I think cool. The game's not gonna run its first time. We gotta. It's like a. I was about to say vacuum cleaner. It's like a lawnmower. You know, you gotta pull it a few times. Um. Oh God, I'm just looking at a big section on my notebook that says "end." It is about this game, and I'm so sad. So it's like sad in a good way. You know, I suffer a lot from that like that grief you get when you finish something. Um, in a way that's like way too powerful. Like like it's like low key kind of a problem. But like I get so much grief when I like finish a piece of media, especially something that's like meant a lot to me. Um and and like I think that's where I'm at right now. And I feel like grief is like the right it's weird because like none of this is fucking real, but it's like stuff we experienced. And it's like feelings we've like feelings that are real. One of my writing teachers in or professors, well the only writing professor in college, one time she told me she didn't like she was like is a published writer. She's written fiction. And it's kind of weird because it's like modern, well not modern, it's like Victorian fantasy. It's weird. I guess it's more sci-fi, but whatever. It still has like powers. Anyway, she told me one time that she didn't like fantasy or science fiction because none of it's real. I've probably said this on stream before. And I was kind of just like baffled by that statement. And there's a lot of people who don't like genre fiction. While also conveniently making an excuse for horror, which like I love horror, don't get me wrong, but it's like it's all genre fiction. Because like none of it's real. It's fiction. But like the emotions are real, you know? Your experience is real. And like that's the point. You know? Even like an autobiographical story, if it's fiction, isn't real. It's books. It's all books. It was weird to me. It was weird. Like a lot of people like are people I know that I'm close to are like, yeah, I don't like fantasy because of because I don't like dragons or whatever. And it's like you're talking about Game of Thrones, the TV show is what you're talking about, and you didn't even watch it. You just didn't like that it was like popular. Like, what are you talking about? It's as real as anything else that's not objectively just a true story being presented. I don't know. Micro rant. As I try to get the game to launch. But it was weird. But like, we've sat with this game. The save file, or the actual like playtime on Steam is 206 hours. And probably 10, this is me guessing, 10 to 15 of that was probably off stream of me doing stuff between streams to like make the game a little smoother or like redo things or clean stuff up. But like 200 hours, not counting Hades, the game finally launched. This is the longest game we've played, I'm pretty sure. I don't think any series has gone 39 episodes. It's really just Hades. I don't know how long Hollow Knight took, but I have a feeling my Hollow Knight playthrough, I can check the time on Steam. My Hollow Knight playthrough was only 37 hours. And we weren't even like, we weren't terribly exhaustive about that. There's a lot of stuff I didn't end up doing because that was the third game we ever played. But like, this is the most time we've ever spent on a we spent a year playing Resident Evil, and we played all 4 of the main Silent Hill games. There's stuff like that. That took, a year and a half of our time to do all that stuff. But like one single game, I had made thumbnails up to 45, like numbered thumbnails up to 45. Because I make thumbnails in advance all the time. I'll do like 5 or 10 in advance just to make it a little more streamlined when it's time to upload. So I don't have to like sit down and do that. I can just upload the thumbnail and have it done. And I don't know, it's wild. It's wild. There's so much. I'm really gonna miss this game. Like, I'm looking back at our early notes. First line, Jadzia Alamar, they, them, fighter, soldier background. First nat 20 was saving Shadowheart, and our last nat 20 was beating that, like, that nat, sorry. Our first nat 20 was beating Shadowheart, and our last nat 20 was beating that impossible 99 skill check, or a DC against the Netherbrune. I've got notes about Withers. That was a weird thing I realized when I was showering this morning, is that, like, I often think about Withers in the shower. I thought Withers was going to be a much bigger deal, and I'm not sure if he was an original part of the game or not. But, like, he's a lich, which is, generally speaking, a big fucking deal in D&D. Liches are a big deal, because they're almost always evil, and even if they're not evil or, like, main antagonists, just the presence of being a lich is very pivotal. Oh, notes about the strange ox. Notes about the owlbear baby and the egg. Apparently you can save the owlbear cub before it ever gets taken by the camp. Which I didn't know that. I figured once you went to camp, it just skipped and it was captured. But we took so long getting to the camp in the first place. One thing I really wish was different about our playthrough is that I wish I had a better understanding. I knew nothing going into the game, except that Illithids were in it, and I knew about lae'zel, and like the basic origin characters. I wish I had a better grasp of what the Absolute was. Not even in like spoiler points. Like, I just wish I understood better like what the cult was at the start of the game. Because we got that first encounter with the 3 absolutists outside the grove, and I was just kind of like, oh, okay, they're just like a religion or whatever. And then like for most of the game, I kind of struggled to understand like what it really meant to be tadpoled and how we would be perceived as someone who's tadpoled. God, I'm just looking through our notes. I've got a note that said, I don't know what this means. Addled frog in putrid bog? Doesn't want to be bothered? What does that mean? Oh my god. Barkus Root, Baldurian Deep Gnome, saved from Goblin's Windmill. Well Cave, 2 Ettercaps, 2 Phase Spiders, 1 Super Spider, 2 Phase Spiders. Babies? 4? Question mark? Absolutist Champions. Oh, God, I had totally forgotten about this by the time you met Ketherick. Like, I forgot we get that like silhouetted cutscene. I just wrote a rhyme for fun of the 3 champions. Absolutist Champions looking for Shart's dice, because that was before we even knew what the prism was. Armored male elf, exuding power and command. Pale. Oh my god! Pale younger woman, paler eyes. I wrote down that that might be Minthara. That's so funny. Handsome young man with easy smile. I wrote down that that was Gut. I guess we didn't know who Priestess Gut was yet, and I just knew about her from our quest log. That also could have been Boz Raglan, and I just mixed it up. Star. Any attempt to remove Tadpole without destroying Source will kill us. Oh, we were so naive back then. Oh my god. Oh, Carilla. Devilish dwarf who... That was so funny that I wrote that she was devilish. I think that was me making a joke. Devilish dwarf who snuck into camp during Tiefling party. We'll have plenty to talk about later. Wow. Tara, Gale's cat / Tressum. Oh my god. Oh, M. Sloping cursive letter to Auntie Ethel. Did we ever find out who that was? Who's like a major character with an M name? Oh, one thing I also learned. I think I learned this off stream. Is that Viconia DeVere? No, we learned about that on stream. That Viconia was a character in Baldur's Gate 1. It was someone else. There was another character who was from the other games, and I don't remember who it was. Let me look up M. Auntie Ethel note. BG3. Auntie Ethel is someone you can have as an ally at the end, which is kind of wild. We got like every ally that we could. We didn't miss anyone. Everyone we didn't get is someone we killed. So they were all like usually evil options, like Leroican, Roland, Auntie Ethel, people like that who were like diametrically opposed to us. I wish I had just used all of our allies in the courtyard fight we were getting to the Netherbrain. But we really didn't need them, and we're playing on normal mode. But like, I just never really felt like I needed them. If I had known how the infight was gonna go, about how it basically just being like a get to the goalpost type thing, I probably would have. But I mean, Dream Team, you know, we even gave up Karlach's raging, and we were still doing great. Is there anything else funny that's in our thing? I've got notes about feats for lae'zel. That's funny. Oh yeah, astral plane, sharptooth skeleton with many arrows, many arms, prismatic. That's the thing Orpheus was in. We still don't know who that skeleton was. Maybe there's not an answer for that. Wild. Oh god, this is so... I'm just looking at my notebook. Sorry, this is bad radio, but... Oh god, and I've got the theme song just like blasting in the background. I'm gonna cry. This is great. So what we're gonna do today, we can finally go ahead and start, is we're going to start back from the cutscene after we kill the Netherbrain, because I did a save right there, and we're gonna have to load into it because it just starts going. So we'll be starting back right on the docks. We're gonna redo the dock scene. I learned so the whole dock scene is kind of scuffed because things have to happen in a certain order, and depending on the options you make, you're just gonna end things early. So like it is impossible. It's not possible to go with lae'zel and have Karlach survive. You can only have Karlach survive if you have the conversation with her where she agrees to go to Avernus with Will. That's the only way, which kind of sucks that it's so scuffed like that. I've seen a lot of people complaining about that. It kind of sucks to get to the end of the game and have that problem. And I get there's like a lot of threads that have to be tied up and stuff, but like it's still kind of annoying because like there's no urgency to lae'zel leaving. Like why doesn't that just happen last? I don't know. And I think the answer is just that, like, lae'zel is the first person to leave, no matter what. Like, she's just the first interaction you have. So, like, if you choose to leave with her, well, that's over. So I was thinking more about our characters and Jedzia and role-playing options. And, like, we can always ask lae'zel to do what she wants to do, I feel like no matter what, lae'zel is going to choose to go be the champion of Orpheus, and I'm fine with that choice for my girlfriend. I love her to death, but like, I get it. She's got a higher calling. I get it. The more I think about it, and I kind of accidentally foreshadowed this last stream. Last stream I mentioned, like, we've always taken the Baldurian roleplay options when we could. You know? We've always reiterated, like, Jadzia is from Baldur's Gate. They grew up there, you know? They grew up in the lower city. That is their home, and as much as they are fighting to free themselves from the tadpole, they are fighting to free Baldur's Gate. I don't think Jadzia... This is silly to justify it this much when it's just my character and my stream and I can do whatever I want. I think Jadzia would stay in Baldur's Gate to help rebuild however they can. Yeah, Bowie. Bowie gets it. So we're still going to try and persuade Orpheus to live for fun, just to see if we can get it. It would have to be a net 20, which I don't think we'll get, but just to see, you know? But we're going to let lae'zel go. I don't know if I want to pose the, like, one of the options is, like, do whatever you want, lae'zel, like, it's your choice. I don't know if I want to ask her that, because I'm kind of scared about what her answer would be. But we can't let Karlach die, is kind of the big thing. Like, it's annoying we have to go out of order to be a little, to, like, metagame a little bit to save a character. That's really obnoxious. But the more I've thought about it, I really think Jadzia would stay in Baldur's Gate to take care of it, as much as lae'zel is leaving to take care of the Githyanki. So that's kind of the big change we're making from last time. But we're going to watch through the dock scene again. I really hope the game doesn't process letting lae'zel go as, like, a breakup, because it's not. I really hope we're still, like, romantic in the epilogue. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. So with all that said, let's finish the game. Let's get this over with. You know? Quick save 1241. That's so wild. We could just restart the game. Look at lae'zel. She doesn't even know she's gonna fall in love with us yet. It's wild seeing, because you only have so many quick saves and autosaves, so it's wild seeing all of them just be gone from this early on. Yeah, if romancing lae'zel and saving Karlach are mutual, like, if going with, I don't know if going with lae'zel is only a romance option, but if going with lae'zel, period, is mutually exclusive with saving Karlach, that's very clearly not intentional. Karlach's death, and technically Astarion burning, but I don't think we have any control over that. I think that just happens. And I don't think he dies from that. I don't know, but I don't think he dies from that. Because he can survive if he's ascended, but fuck that, we were never going to ascend him. Karlach's death is the only thing with a time limit. You know, like, Gale is fine. Gale has nothing going on. Shadowheart's fine. Relative to her family trauma, you know? I mean, she's got that to deal with, but that's a much longer scale thing. Like, the only thing that has time is Karlach. You let Astarion ascend. See, we couldn't. Especially, like, we had done so much with Gale being like, yeah, no, you'd be an asshole if you took the crown, haha. You know, we've been a very anti-god, anti-emperor, lowercase and uppercase E, anti-king, very anarchist party, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm just looking through our saves and just, like, where we are. Is this the... Where is this? This might... The Risen Road. I don't remember where that is. This... Oh, no, you know what this is? This is the... Where the paladins are that are hunting Karlach. But we're looking from the BRB over here. See, we used a few... I used a lot of tadpoles, and we used them in, like, for Raphael's fight. The only person who... Before Raphael's fight, the only person who had a tadpole that wasn't me was lae'zel. We gave her one. And then in the Raphael fight, we gave lae'zel and Karlach, like, like 6 or 7 each. The rest we had to give them some clutch skills. Honestly, a lot of the tadpole powers kind of got overwhelming, and I just ignored them. Same with the tactics for lae'zel being a battle master fighter. I just ignored those. And that's kind of just the way I play video games, is I ignore like status effects and just do damage. You know, the only number that matters in Pokemon is health. That's the only stat that matters. And what matters is getting it to 0, while keeping yours not 0. Call of the Week is busted. Call of the Week was great. And even them that didn't require action were awesome. But we had a lot in our hotbar, like 6 or 8, that just kind of sat in our hotbar and I never touched them. God, so it was like 24 hours before we... Yeah, here she is. It was like 24 hours before we even got Karlach. That's so funny. We put that off for so long. The Grimforge fight. Oh, end of Act 1! Oh my god. Oh, this has me so nostalgic. Stony plus Bony, that's when we bought our statue that broke like twice. Oh god. All right, let's start things. I don't want to stall too much. I don't think this is gonna take terribly long. Like, I've seen people be like, yeah, it's like an hour, depending on how many people you have. And we have almost every companion, so it might just be like an hour, but we'll see what happens. Oh boy, okay, oh my god. It's still gonna take like 6 minutes to load, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Load game. This should be like right at the start of the dock scene, unless it broke. Oh my god. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. You know, with Resident Evil, 3 of the last 4 games we played were dog shit. So even though I love that franchise, I wasn't like in a super happy... I wasn't sad or mad, but I wasn't in like a super... I wasn't in like the best possible place I could be, you know? Like, because we did 6, and then we took a long break, and then we did 7 and 8. We did 4 remake, 7, 8. 4 remake was amazing. Wait. Holy shit, is the game broken? What the fuck? What the hell? Oh, I think the game broke. Oh, this is wild. Wait a minute. Maybe this is the one we want. What's the time difference? It's 16 minutes. Oh, but this is probably earlier? I don't know, maybe the cutscene just took that long. This is weird. Everyone's in like their final locations. So we can look around Avernus. Oh my god, I don't think this is supposed to be happening. What the fuck? Where is this? Where? I think this is the newspaper place. Which means that's Secundra Sundries, I think. Yeah, I think where we saved broke the game. That's so funny. Oh my god. Because like, Jadzia is just in a room we've never seen before. I don't know where this is. The river goes. I can't interact. Yeah, Jadzia can't move. This is so funny. What is this room? Is it supposed to be a room we load into for like a cutscene? This is a room we've never seen before. This is so weird. Okay, let's load what is probably the right save. If this is showing them at the docks. Worst case scenario, we should do the end of the final fight again, which wasn't that hard or bad. The only tedium is just doing the moves to get to the brain. Because especially because, like once we get into the brain's realm, we can go crazy. Okay, I think we're okay. Yes, okay, we're good.
It's done. The Nether Brain is defeated. along with a grand design.
I love her so
praise
much.
Mother Gith. Fucking hell. It's over. The parasite. It's withered. Dead along with the netherbrain. I am cleansed. I will never be a filthy geich.
Oh.
Only mild offense intended, of course. You did the unthinkable, and I'm grateful for it.
Even when my time in the prison
Hey,
stretched
Dave.
out like eternity, when escape seemed impossible, I never lost hope. I knew that my destiny was to liberate my people, to return to them triumphant.
God, I wish he wasn't an illithid.
It
I wish he
seems I can only
survived.
fulfill one part of my destiny. My people will be liberated, but I cannot
But I just couldn't
return to them.
sacrifice anyone to that.
Not like this. You helped me destroy
Emperor.
that abomination. Now help me destroy myself. You must kill me.
You know what's so fucked up is that Emperor, we talked about this, and I don't want to rant about him too much. It's just
But first,
objectively wrong
lae'zel,
the entire
I
time.
need your promise. Carry my hope. Carry my burden. Call my dragons, Kulos and Kuthos, and ride to the astral sea. Destroy Vlaakith. Release our people. Be our future and our legacy.
Oh God, there's no way. Yeah, I wish we could do this. But actually, the more I think about roleplay, I don't think Jedzia would leave Baldur's Gate. I think Jedzia would stay behind, no matter what. Especially, like, juxtaposed against lae'zel leaving, and that being such a higher purpose. Stay here and we'll find our own way. I don't feel like I can, you know? This is your choice to make lae'zel, not mine. I entrust it to you. I'm kind of scared about what she's gonna choose. Because I think I want her to go do it. But the entire game, we've let characters make their own choices. I would be surprised if she didn't go. It's your choice to make, lae'zel.
Then you will come with me, and we will destroy the
No,
Lich Queen
shit!
together. Vlaakith will fall,
I didn't know it was an option.
and we will plant a seed. From that seed, Githyanki freedom will blossom.
Oh, can I not say no?
So
Oh,
be
shit.
it. Now,
That's actually a problem.
give
That's a
me
problem.
my freedom from this form.
Fuck. Okay, wait. Sorry. I wasn't gonna reload it all now, but that's actually a problem. Because the whole point is we're trying to save Karlach. And we can't do that if we go with her. Fuck. I didn't think me going with her was part of her choice. I thought that would be my choice as an individual. Damn it. Well, it's cute. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that she asks us to go with her because we are in love, mechanically. Fuck! I didn't want to skip. I wanted the end to be clean. I didn't want to reload or anything. I didn't want to have to skip dialogue. Fuck! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It just means we get to spend more time with our friends.
We did it! We actually did it! And the city's still standing.
We did
Mostly.
it. The netherbrain is dead.
The parasite. It's withered.
I love that armor.
Dead along
It's
with
so
the
fun. I love the
netherbrain.
patina on the skulls
I
and the
am
like top parts of this armor.
cleansed. I will never be a filthy geich. Only mild offense intended, of course. You did the unthinkable, and I'm grateful for it.
Even when my time in the prison stretched out like eternity, when escape seemed impossible,
I wish we could have saved
I
him.
never
So
lost
bad.
hope. I knew that my destiny
We're gonna
was to liberate
try
my
the
people, to
roll to
return to them triumphant.
persuade him to live, but I don't actually know what's
I
gonna
was
happen
wrong.
there.
It seems
It has
I
to be
can
an
only
natural
fulfill
ending.
one part of my destiny. My people will be liberated, but I cannot return to them. Not like this. You helped me destroy that abomination. Now help me destroy myself. You must kill me.
It's interesting. But first,
But
lae'zel.
first,
There we go.
lae'zel, I need your promise.
I'll wait till he stops talking.
Carry my hope. Carry my burden. Call my dragons, Kulos and Kuthos, and ride to the Astral Sea. Destroy Vlaakith. Release our people.
I wish we could say,
Be
like,
our future and our legacy.
lae'zel, I have to stay here for the same reason you're going, or something. Because it's not that I want to abandon her, it's just that we, like, both have shit we need to do, you know? And she's gonna, like, go off to the astral plane where time passes super slow, and she'll come back. I'm gonna be, like, hot and old, and even buffer somehow. He's got such a unique illithid, like, not even just his armor, like, his face, like, his head is so different from the other illithids. Like, I would imagine Emperor looks different from the just, like, generic Mind Flayer models. But, like, I guess what really distracts you about Emperor is his armor is so fucking big. lae'zel, your people need you. I love you. It would really burn to say the stay with me one, and you get, like, lae'zel disproves. Okay. Shadowheart's smiling because she's like, oh, well, Jedzia's gonna be single. I really hope the game doesn't count me telling her to go as us breaking up. If we don't get any romance in the epilogue between the two of us, I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
Duty. All my life I've traveled in its slipstream, not once questioning its path. In its service I came here. And now, in its service, I leave.
Aww.
I will carry your hope, Prince Orpheus, and I will carry your burden. But to that burden I must add my own. The loss of those I leave behind.
Oh, kiss!
Lach crushed
The
Macfleck.
fact I don't kiss is such
So
bullshit.
be it. Now, give me my freedom from this form.
You don't deserve to die. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't.
I will not be Gake. I did what I did to save my people.
Buy those cheekbones, though.
The rest is up to them. Someone else must rise within the ranks to lead the revolution against Vlaakith. Give me my freedom from this form. Release my soul to the astral seas, while I still have one to call my own.
We're gonna try the persuasion check. And if we fail it, we fail it. And that's just how the story goes. It is a 20. I thought it was a 30, so it's doable. Lowest we can roll... Sorry, highest we... No. I always say this wrong. Lowest we can roll, assuming we get max guidance, is a 13. To get a dirty 20 on the dot. No, a 14, sorry. Well, yeah, they would be the same thing, the way I mean it. I don't know what happens if we persuade this, but we're gonna try. Let's fucking go. Oh my god, yes, okay. 22, 24, let's fucking go. Okay. I was thinking it was DC 30, and it had to be a nat 20, but no, DC 20 is so doable. DC 20 is nothing.
Perhaps you are right. I may not be the one to lead my people, but I can still bear witness to their glory. I shall find a place for myself in a corner of these realms.
Aww.
For even in darkness, the stars of Tunarath will shine upon me. You were a worthy ally.
I wish you could save him.
The Githyanki will find they have a noble prince in Orpheus. If they do not
Aw,
slaughter him on
Minsk.
sight, at least.
I wish you could save him way earlier in the game. And I get why
Kulos!
you couldn't, especially with the way the game is set up. But, like, I think he could be a very compelling character if you had more time with him. It's the dragon from the Lego set.
Jakvern Findu, source of my joy. Without you, I wouldn't have known warmth.
Oh my god.
Only ice and fire. I can never forget you. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator.
I am yowling like a hospice dog. Crying in a metal kennel. Just begging to be put out of my misery. I love her so much. She's so pretty.
To the skies!
If this kills her and she doesn't end up in the cutscene or the epilogue, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. They're gonna Doctor Strange portal their way back to the astral plane and go kick Blacketh's ass. Funny we never heard from her again.
Now there's a sight to see. Not that I'll miss them.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
So you're single
The
now,
crown.
huh?
It's
Camera
somewhere
lost
in the
focus.
Geontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. The power of Karsus would be in my hands.
But we've talked about this so many times.
But what then? What would I do with it once I have it?
I fuck Mistra. Fuck Mistra. Fuck Mistra. I mean, Dave, it is the same Karsus. It's so funny because in our D&D campaign, we ran into some like a small Netherese dungeon in the Underdark that was like bajillions years old, and that was that was like a year before Baldur's Gate even came out. I'd leave it where it is.
A wise suggestion. I felt a hubris once before and landed myself with this orb. I think I'd rather not make the same mistake again. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power.
It's that you could give strong women
Besides,
swords.
Growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, and I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
A nip, a dance, and a song. Don't mind if I do. I think we're due an evening's reprieve. What's our leader have to say?
X-Men Thara would be over here if we had her with us. Because Jaheira and Minsk are just kind of by the side, letting the origin characters have their moment. I want to say 1 and 2. Like, yes, to a celebration, and also rebuild. Fuck you guys, I'm going home. I don't know if the difference actually matters. We should stay in the city, help rebuild it.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh, no. Oh, God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry.
The effect of him burning is so
I have
weird.
to go.
I doubt we'll ever see that face basking in the sun again.
Okay.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked.
I mean, I know what's gonna
Just long
happen, but it
enough.
still makes me so sad. It's wild there's just no way to fix it for her.
How'd I do?
You were spectacular.
So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you.
Ugh. Hospice dog.
wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea.
Will's just waiting like 5 feet away to be like, oh, we can help you.
I won't allow this. Karlach, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We can't let her die. Not like this. Not now.
You can't.
I feel like sweat dripping down her face looks so good. What did we say last time? I think she'll choose it anyway, but we're gonna tell her to go. I really wish, I say this every stream now. Well, this will be the last time I ever say it, I guess. I wish Will was around more. I wish he was as present as everyone else felt. Of all the companions, he felt the least there. I don't know what I mean. I don't know. I mean, I know what I mean. I don't know how to say what I mean, though. Because, like, obviously our main three, we were with all the time. But, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just because we put off doing his dad stuff so late. We should have done that earlier. Go with Will, Karlach.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with the blade of Avernus at your side. Zariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlach.
He's got nice teeth.
Fine. I'll go. Well, with you. But we have to go now. I can't hang on much longer.
Oh. She's just such a sweet character. I adore her so much. She's so... I said this last stream. She's so platonically tender.
All because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no illithid empire, no death god's tyranny.
God, and people are never going to know that Baldur was part of this.
Amongst the legends of the Sword Coast.
It's wild.
You are the savior.
Did that guy have scratches on his neck from like an illithid? That's cool. Because they were like around his neck. I wonder if they're supposed to be like from the tentacles. That's really neat. I'm saying like we haven't seen this before.
Well, soldier. Here we are.
At Mustafar.
It worked. My engines calmed down.
Damn, she looks massive right there. I forgot the game's broken here, so we have to skip through manually.
I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got.
I didn't notice those heads were crying on that armor.
Gods, like clockwork. They'll be on us soon. There's just enough time. Thought I was done with these.
It's so stupid.
But then, there was you. Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out, just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this.
Oh, I love
Gonna
her
let these
so much.
fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
Well, yeah, Dave, we joked about that last stream. It sounds like what I've done. Like when it starts ramping up, it's that very like early 2000s like content type thing, it's great. All right, now an hour into the stream, we're actually getting to the new stuff. The reason we're here today. But we had to redo that anyway, so. Well, we had to redo it, and then redo it again anyway, so, you know, it happens. Oh, do I have to skip? Yeah. There we go. There's a flicker of something being broken there, but I bet it was like them being in the weird in-state rooms.
Six months have passed since you defeated the Netherbrain. And since then, you have seen more of life than you ever thought possible. You are greeted as a savior, a champion, a hero. But sometimes you feel like something else entirely.
That's so cool.
An adventurer, a traveler, a survivor. You faced down the gods. You thwarted the grand design. Anything seems possible. But before you can write the next chapter of your story, you must end this one.
Aww. Is this the camp from Act 1? Oh! Oh my god. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate
Oh, look at
renews
Shadowheart's
thy
outfit. Oh my
bond
god.
once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
I'm gonna cry. Oh, our owlbear. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Volo's here. Who's that? Malil, Forgotten Troubadour.
Last time I heard the ballad of the endless spring performed. Now there's a ditty worthy of a knee slap.
Wait, lae'zel's not actually here. She's projected.
Thank Mother Gith. The psionic projection is holding.
That's Will, that's Asterion, that's Withers. Gale.
It's good to meet again.
Oh, look, our owlbear is so big. Yeah, this is the Act 1 camp.
Keeping us all on tenterhooks so you could make a dramatic entrance,
Aw.
is it?
Now there's a face.
No, it's not. But parts of it are the same. Because this is like the beach part. Whoa, okay. Can we see who else here? No, they're not all gonna load in. We're just gonna walk around. Let's talk to Scratch first.
Oh, fresh air. By the living gods,
Oh, he's got the prism!
Something strange in your old friend's mouth. What is it?
Well, yeah, we were hypothetically, in that alternate timeline that didn't happen, we were projected together, but I didn't realize they were projections. I thought we were just here. I'm so glad Withers remembered to invite my favorite companion. Come here, boy. So it's not just companions who are here, because Volo's here. We haven't seen Minsk. Oh.
A familiar invitation. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's the astral prism.
Where in the hells did you find this?
He whines. Less talk, more throw.
Oh. I'm glad Withers remembered to invite my favorite companion.
Scratch barks merrily in something like agreement.
Okay. Can I throw it? Yeah. Jeez, this fucking thing. Oh, I can't pick it up. Maybe I can't. What do I have in my inventory? Oh, all my shit. We're just in this brocade ensemble. Oh, it's from Waterdeep. The rich detail in this ornate garb suggests the work of the finest craftspeople Waterdeep's fashion district have to offer. That's interesting. It's really pretty. They even took my underwear away from me. We're gonna swap that really quick. Yeah, I can't pick it up. It doesn't toggle. Let's talk to the owlbear cub. He's so big. Pet him. God, the owlbears look so good in this game. Big boy. That's so cool having something from Act 1 come back into the end like this. And being something you could summon for the final fight. I love that. It's good to see
He
you.
looks coyly at the ground, suddenly shy.
We're gonna try, if I can, we're gonna try to talk with animals. What have you been up to?
He snaps the air and wiggles. He's either miming fighting a many-limbed creature or
I don't remember if Gen Z knows talk with
dancing.
animals or not.
It's unclear. He is, however, exhausted. He's had plenty of adventures without you.
Aww. With Shadowheart. Get some rest here, you've earned it. Yeah, what do you say we find you a home? How about with Halston? Hoot growl.
The joy in the owlbear's eyes is clear. He longs to have
I don't know why
a
we would say
home,
Shadowheart.
and
Does she have like a
Halsin
relationship with the
is
owlbear?
perfect.
I mean, Halston makes sense. Okay, do I know Speak with Animals? It's not here. Speak with Dead is. What about spells? No, I don't know it. Oh, I could summon my. I could summon my. My Dance Macabre. I still have a tadpole power. Survival instinct. That's interesting. That's. Should I be worried about that? Okay. Oh, there's Tara. Tara, even.
I must be careful.
Is there just a bunch of clothes we can look at? Oh my god. Oh, so they just give you a chest of every article of clothing? That's so cool. I don't think this is a mod thing. Absolute outfit. Oh, that'd be funny. This is what... This might be what Shadowheart wears? Oh, this is cool. I don't know what that underwear is. That might be what, like, Abdurak wore or something. Wow. Let me try to dye mine, then. So we get my actual canonical color. Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better. Holy shit, that's so much better. Hell yeah. This is so cool that they did this. Let me save here, just in case. Okay, I want to see who else here. So we've got Tara. Oh, lae'zel. No, maybe this is just the first camp. Yeah. But this building is different. So maybe it got repaired? Karlach. Oh, okay, Miska's over there. Is that him? Yeah. Yeah, this is just Act 1 camp, but this house looks different. It's... Oh, wow. Does Withers just live here? Also, our goal is still to reach the nether brain, which is kind of funny. Now that dust is settled, Withers has gathered my remaining companions and followers for a celebration of all we accomplished. I should find out what everyone's been up to. Okay. I'm kind of scared to talk to him in case that, like, ends something. So let's not do that yet. Let's talk to other people. Yeah, End Your Adventure is him. Okay. I didn't even see that. Nope, go over there. Wait, what color are my shoes? Do they match? They don't match. We have to change that really quick. So it looks like it's mostly just companions. Except Tara being here and Volo? I don't know who this guy is. I wish that was Alfira. shoes are changed. And let me try to do that. There we go. Let me also make sure I have... I don't want to be... Okay, these are off. I don't want to be ambitious, but, you know, just in case something happens with my astrally projected girlfriend, I want to make sure it won't get me TOS'd. Who are you? Forgotten Troubadour? What does that mean?
You see, Boo? I told you our friend was near.
Aw. Okay, let's talk to... I guess let's just start with Minsk. We'll kind of go, like, in order of who we like the most. Or I guess who we're the most invested in. Obviously, I want lae'zel to be last. Oh, there's like shit or we can actually interact with. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's talk to Minsk.
Boo! We are not dreaming. It is our old friend.
You look terrible. It's good to see you, Minsk.
Oh, and it is good to be seen. Oh, after so many days down in the dark, Minsk began to wonder if he was some blind bug who had only dreamed himself to be large and bulksome. You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of Minsk to cover.
He was in jail? Yeah, wait, what? Why are you in jail?
Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. We guard the streets, while Jaheira is occupied with harperish matters. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. There were harsh words, battle cries, some manner of head wound. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo. No, I am not sure of the difference.
Oh, he's so silly.
It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no?
I read, I don't know if there's data in the game that suggests this, or if it's something they just talked about, but they had considered Minsk maybe being an origin character. Like he just starts the game with amnesia, which I think would be kind of cool, because he's, you know, a companion from the other games. There's also another origin character named Helia? Or Helia, I think Helia, Helia, who, she's a dwarf werewolf bard that, like, does not exist in the game in any way, but, like, her basic files are still in either the game or early access versions. I don't know. You're gonna get yourself killed. You can't fight everyone you disagree with. The Zentarum are peacekeepers in the city now, Minsk. You have to... That's interesting. Because the last time we saw the Zentarum, we had killed a lot of them to protect Keen. And they were also on the bad side of history. It sounds like Wither Scratch about just in time.
In ample time indeed. So long as the Bone Mage returns us to our cell by dawn, Boo would not be late to the bloodshed. But leave such matters for the morn.
I wonder what happens if you never save
Tonight is
Withers.
for celebration and the telling of tales.
Do you just not get the epilogue?
How have you filled your days since we tore this sticky tyrant from the sky?
Living my life. No, I found someone. That sounds weird because lae'zel is not with us. Oh, I've been missing all of you. Yeah, let's say that.
No, no, my friend. It is not yet time for tears and passing Boo around for the wiping of eyes. There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Go and greet the others. Minsk shall make himself presentable.
No.
Ah, this pond shall do nicely, Boo. Though I see no soap. So you shall have to blow the bubbles for me.
Alright, Minsk is gonna get ass out the entire time. Hi, Bolo.
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed.
This man took my fucking eye.
Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Such an asshole. Have you come seeking a statement for your next tell-all? Getting yourself into more trouble, I presume. Yeah, let's like rib him a little bit.
Always, my friend. But the villain I must needs slay today is my greatest yet. A deadline. You won't be surprised to find I'm soon to publish a little holiday read about our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form. You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
I cannot stress how much I love that the bonus he gives you at the end of the game is called Volo's Guide to Monsters. The hero and... Yeah, let's correct his grammar. We might be a dumb orc, but we know I and me.
I, me? It's all Volo as far as I'm concerned. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you.
He's such an asshole.
Your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
I wouldn't see... Can I throw the prism? It feels weird we can't pick it up, and I feel like that's a bug. Let me talk to Scratch and see if there's any options anymore.
Scratch yaps a request you know well. Fetch?
Yeah, I can't pick it up, bud. I'm sorry. What if I do... Oh, okay, it's just... You have to click below it. Can I look at it? No. She's not wearing shoes. That's weird. Why is she away from everyone else? Okay, let's talk to, God, I don't know. I keep seeing lae'zel, but I want her to be the last one we talk to. Let's talk to Will. Actually, I want to read this stuff over here. Six months since the assassination of Gortash. Witnesses encounter vampire spawn and live to tell the tale. New district built by Alturian refugees. Oh, yay! That's all the tieflings who survived. Shut up, Paulson. Janeth House to host evening of art and culture celebrating Salvation of City. New Bardic School. Oh! This is the Battle Fira! New Bardic School, Tiefling founder secures Upper City funding. Because she talked about, she wants to make her own school after we, like, got her to the elf song. And I guess this is, like, art of us. So that's, I mean, it's general. That's probably us and Gale. That's probably Karlach, maybe, with the axe. But she has no horns. That's maybe Shadowheart? That looks like lae'zel with the ear. I can't tell. I guess this, we could swap either of them. But to me, that's Shadowheart and that's lae'zel. Wow. Edvard Needle is still editor-in-chief. Fucking hate that guy. I wonder if you kill him if this name changes. Botham Gadarm's Guide to Baldur's Gate. Bard seeks contributors to newest edition. Last holdout cultist cleared from Temple of Baal. I thought he was a rogue. And that's like part of the joke? Iron Throne wreckage continues to block shipping lanes. Complaining merchants. Settlers bound for lands upriver amid claims curses lifted. Oh, cool! Business boom. Take your troubles to the House of Grief. That's funny because they're dead. Who's this? This looks vaguely familiar, but I don't know who that is. Oh wait. Oh, he brought the prism back. I didn't mean to pick that up. Umberly Kuatoa Sashimi Scan. Ooh, gross. Ravengard returned to full strength. Gondians no more. Wolburn Bongo's Iron Hand Gnomes take center stage. Serial Killer unmasked as crazed ballist, so that's Dolor. Iron Hands and Gondians rebuild, city's new era of ingenuity. Planar Pain, city caught in center of Githyanki war. Hey, Will. Stoned Lord killed by beloved ranger. That's funny. So they're just saying that Minsk killed the Stone Lord. Thorm's army dispersed from Baldurian borders. Harper's out of hiding. Secretive sects step forward to aid city. Site of Foundry Blast still sectioned off, says Fist. Oh, can I put this back? I don't want that. Oh my god. Chest of Grateful Words. Official guild letter. The hero of the realms. We followed your adventure closely from the day you fell from that doomed knotblade to the final blow you struck in the nether brain as gleamed over the Sword Coast. We're about a humble guild who pride ourselves in telling stories, not unlike the tales to be written of you for many years to come. How inspired we have been to witness your feats, awesome and terrible, the lives you saved and sundered, the friendships you found. Thus, we thought to extend a greeting to thank you for adventuring with such creative determination, such panache, enough to touch the hearts of each of our number. With deepest gratitude, the Guild of Great Genius. But from Barkus. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, 20, 21, 22. No. 19, 20, 21 even. Okay. To whom it may concern, Withers gave me this address and said I should consider writing. Thus an update. We did not do Wave Mother. That whole area, we had like gone to that area and then we had to reload stuff and we just never really ended up going back there. There was never a good time to do it. So that's like one of the few big gaps we've done. I only know about the dress and that's kind of it. The Iron Hand gnomes are nearly beyond help, but I've managed to yoke them into something resembling a coherent force or innovation. We've been hired to assist in the city's reconstruction, and our steam-powered object motorizations are helping to move building supplies in every part of the city. It's nothing really. I am well. I trust you are too. We deserve it after all, don't we? Barkus Root. Aww. Letter from Art, Kella. To an old acquaintance, I write to you now from the sunny porch at the Last Light Inn. A light breeze blows now and then. People are milling in and out. Builders, visitors, the children of all ages in Halston's care. Oh, does he have like an orphanage or something? I can no longer hold a quill or eat without assistance. A kind friend is transcribing this for me. Oh, Thaniel, rejoined with Oliver, has promised to be with me when the end comes, and as our old songs drift on the wind ever louder, I know I have mere days left. I do not fear it. If not for your help, this land would still be shrouded in darkness, and I'd be lost within it. Know that my heart's full and happy, and I'm grateful for my last moments. Do visit someday, and if you have time to stop by an old Flaming Fist grave, I know I'd love to see. Oh. Art Kella. I guess, I wonder if like, because he was like, he's way older than everyone else. He's from the first time the Harpers fought Thorm. And he was like stuck with like weird sickness. The like Shadow's curse. Letter from Ravengard. Hero of Baldur's Gate, vanquisher of the Absolute. The city's forever in your debt. Without your valor, your audacity, your sacrifice, it would not know renewal. It is not temples and inns and homes that I speak of, but hearts. Baldur's Gate can never be the city it was before it suffered the Absolute's touch. That is as it should be. The survivors have borne witness to their homes near destruction. They've come to regret turning a blind eye to the cruelty Gortash disguised as safety and security. They understand, just as I've come to understand, that trust, compassion, and unity are the foundation of Baldur's Gate. Our gates are open once more to the disowned and displaced. The Flaming Fist will learn to be the true fist of the people, and I'll devote myself to ridding the gate of the shameful fears that allowed evil to enter our homes and sit at our tables. Yours, Older Ravengard. Arabella! Hey you, it's Arabella. Oh my god, I love her. You remember me, right? Bone Man once said I needed to find balance, where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Fancy talk. He was right, though. After I took that idol in the grove, it was like a big tree started to grow in my head, and all those weird thoughts and feelings and powers spread on its branches like big black leaves. I had to figure myself out, so I followed the weave, like Bone Man said. I didn't know how I knew what to do, I just did. After you squished the brain, Beard Man showed up. Said the weave led him to me, and me to him. Who's Beard Man? Elminster? Oh shit, it's Elminster! Or Gale, one of the two. He's teaching me how to make sense of all the leaves on my head tree. He says I need to use magic responsibly. He also says not to call him Beard Man. I'll let you know how it goes. Fucking Edvard. A small extract from a self-published prolific tabloid, and notes attached at the top. I will not be silenced, E. Needling with Edvard. Friends, Baldurians, my people, consider our loss, our lauded and beloved patriarchs maimed, our great upper city libraries demolished, the very beating heart of our city, the right to speak freely, dead upon the cobbles. Do you not see, my friends? Lord Gortash, formerly our greatest bulwark against the Absolute, is now smeared as a collaborator. Fuck this guy. His allies and colleagues tossed aside, former publications of repute turned to censorious farces. I ask you. The pamphlet continues in much the same fashion. Fucking asshole. I hate him so much. Letter from Mirage. Mirage is the drow who took our blood. My friend, no, my darling. Greetings from Minzo Berenzen, where the blood you so kindly traded me is ready to play its part in resurrecting glorious house of Ladra. From the moment I saw you, I knew you had power, and I knew that I could harness it. I knew that it could be mine. Soon I will descend into the abyss my people call the Claw Rift, searching for my lost house in its depths. Will it be dangerous? Oh, yet most dangerous. Don't fear, darling. Your strength will see me through. I will find the ruins of my house, and when I emerge again, it will be as the matron mother of a house reborn. All thanks to you, all thanks to the power in your blood, until we meet again, my darling. Araj Abladra, master of the Sanguine Arts. I don't know if that's a good thing, because she was like, oh, and if I don't get my house back, I'm just going to nuke Minzo Berenzen. But we'll see what happens. Letter from Sebastian. He's one of the... I thought he was one of the hag people. After so long in a vampire's cell, he must be the guy that Asterion seduced. I'd almost forgotten how to write. Never mind what to write. But can you say that to people? What can you say to people who unlocked your cage and gave you your life back? Or gave us some kind of life, at least? After you killed Kazdor and opened our cells, we fled into the Underdark. There were thousands of us, a ravenous wave, mad with freedom out for blood, and gods did we find blood. We swarmed every monster and unfortunate in our path, drinking what we could. We lost hundreds along the way, some to beasts, but mostly just disappeared into the dark. It wasn't easy, but eventually Kazdor's house spawn calmed us and took control. They found some old ruins we could call home, and we've been there ever since, building new lives for ourselves. We're not free down here. The dark will chain us forever, but we aren't the prisoners we once were either. That's thanks to you. You looked into our cages and saw people, not monsters. And here down in the shadows, we try to live up to that. Thank you now and forever, Sebastian. Floric. I didn't mean to pick that up. Bad to wares. Dear friend, I doubted you for so long. Perhaps you knew that already, in spite of my best attempts. You proved yourself time and time again. At Joaquin's Arrest, and Moonrise Towers, and Worm's Rock, and still I doubted. Did she? Doubt us? The Netherbrand's defeat should have proven your courage, yet I was more doubtful than ever. This was a ruse, a dream, a trick, and that one eve from the elf song I heard it. Then one eve from the elf song I heard it, singing, raucous, lewd, tuneless, drunken refrain. I never heard anything more terrible and more beautiful. I raised my voice and joined the chorus. That was the moment all my doubts melted away and were replaced with something more valuable. Hope. Baldur's Gate will be whole again. I might have doubted you, but you never did. With profound admiration, Floric. Aww. From the Gur. Is this from Andril? To the Spawn Asterion. Greetings from the family of Alba, hunter of monsters and keepers of peace across Faerun. We know this letter finds you well, for although we hunt you no longer, we do sometimes keep a watch. Your restraint and control over your bloodlust has been admirable. Indeed, it's been an inspiration for our children who have struggled with their own hunger. These last months have been a difficult time for our people. We protected and nurtured our children as best we can, and we have learned much. Herbs we once used to dull our foes' minds are now sedatives to ease hunger and pain. Restraints built to hold the undead now protect them from themselves. There's been a lot of pain, but a lot of progress too. Our children learned discipline and control, while we learned compassion and patience. There was a time when we would have destroyed any undead creature, our own blood or not, and called it mercy. Then we met you. We saw that redemption was possible, difficult, painful, but possible. We saved our children first from Kazdor, then from us. For that, we thank you. We will watch you still, but with more admiration than fear. Walk in peace, Asteria. That's cool that we got a letter that's like not to us. Letter from Alfira. Oh, my baby. Hey, friend. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I have the most amazing news. You know how Lacrissa was working insane hours of the elf song? Well, she woke up one morning all excited and told me she had a surprise for me. She took me to a house in the lower city that had a plaque hanging up outside it. A plaque with your and Lihala's names on it and School of Music beneath. I just burst into tears. I couldn't believe it. It's the cutest house you've ever seen, with a big open space downstairs and a small loft where we can sleep. Word spread, and before I knew it, I had a room packed with trainee bards from Candlekeep to Waterdeep. Lacrissa had to quit the elf song to help out. I'm teaching night and day and fall into bed utterly exhausted every night. And I've never been happier. Do come and visit sometime. We'd love to have you. Lots of love, Alfira. Damon. Hey there. Would you mind passing this on? Would you mind passing this on to Karlak? Thanks a mil. Karlak, if you're reading this, you're alive. One way or another, you found a way. Thank the gods. I think of you often. Wonder what's become of you. Write to me, won't you, please? Yours faithfully, Damon. Who's this? Elminster. Gale, my boy. I can only apologize for my absence from Wither's little gathering. As you know, only the most urgent of business would keep me from indulging myself in his excellent taste in sweetmeats, and your esteemed company, of course. I was delighted to hear that you come to your senses with regards to that cursed crown, and delighted yet further that I learned when I learned the orb's malingering presence no longer poses any threat. In that sense, I hope you feel Mr. treated you fairly. I trust you enjoy your adventures. I have to say, I struggle to picture you outside of Waterdeep or your library, for that matter. Wherever your escapades take you, be sure to keep your larder well provisioned. After all, one never knows when an old friend might step by. Elminster. Nocturne. Oh, this is... Oh, shit. This is Shadowheart's old girlfriend. Dear Shadowheart, I hope that you are happy and well. I must keep this short, as I remain surrounded by Shar's followers at almost every waking minute inside my moment in my new enclave. I dearly wish for you to enjoy your night spent with old friends, and I hope that you and I shall share such a reunion. I know it must seem strange for me to dwell on such heretical thoughts, yet I can't help myself. Perhaps one day I shall find some measure of the bravery that you did and walk away from this life. Until then, I shall keep safe and hold memories of you as my one ember of light amid an ocean of darkness. Until we find each other again, yours always, Nocturne. I wonder what happens if you romanced Shadowheart. Because this still feels pretty romantic, and like, I don't remember if the game says like, oh, they were together, but like, they were together. Come on. From Valeria, the shitty holly font. Salutations. I'm writing to request your help in a mysterious case that's arisen since our little Bali and Bash a half year ago. Regrettably, I've had to take credit for dispelling the Ball cult in your absence, you understand. And I'm working on routing the remaining Ballists from our fair city. That's made me a target. A false document bringing my name into ill repute has made it public. An alleged you fucking asshole. An alleged unpaid bar tab at the Elf Song. If you happen to be passing through with a bundle of coin, perhaps you can persuade management of my obvious innocence. Much obliged. Investigator Valeria, Sleuth of Helm. Any advice on getting Ballast blood out of cloth? My hat's not been the same since the murder tribunal. Voss, obviously, because of the Tirce. Githyanki script, Tirsu even, adorns one side of the page, the other's written in the common tongue. Shellac. Orpheus may not be with us, but the comet shines ever bright. Breath by breath, battle by battle, Valakith's death draws nearer. I've taken to the astral plane, slaughtered all who must be slaughtered, and speak the air's truth to every possible ear. Willing and unwilling. Many Githyanki have already taken up arms as warriors of the comet. Others have remained in the enclaves or traveled to Crushes, dedicating themselves to our cause as scribes, spies, and slate scholars. Our allies do not call themselves children of Gith. Oh, shit. Zareth Minyara Gith, the Gith Zerai's... Oh my god! God King has requested an audience. This means a lot if your name is Sublime. I've talked about Planescape enough, but there was a time I would have thought such a coalition... That's a huge fuck... Oh my god! Sorry. There was a time I would have thought such a coalition unspeakable, but with the Gith Zerai at our side, not even the full force of the Githraki could stop us. If Lakith is to fall, perhaps the two skies must again be made one. Voss, Revercal Torfieth, Knight of the Comet. Oh my god, that's a huge deal for the Gith Zerai and the... Oh, this is the dorkiest fucking shit I've ever even said. Even on a game about D&D, but... God damn. Letter from Hope. I had a dream last night. Not that there were any nights here, or any days. It was a dream about you, all of you, and you were here with me. I had served bread and jam and oat crackers and cheeses and enough tea to quench a desert. You nibbled and sipped and smiled and laughed, and you asked if I was happy. Nobody has... Oh my god. Nobody's asked that for so long that I don't know if anyone's ever asked at all. I didn't have words to answer, so instead I led you through my house and showed you all the souls that are here with me. There were Raphaels once, but now they only belong to themselves. The archive is an art gallery, the boudoir is a grand kitchen, and the dungeon is a refuge for any wounded soul or creature that finds its way to us. Am I happy? I don't know. But I am Hope, and I persist because of you. I can't do, like, 21 notes from all of our friends about how good, like, we've made things. I can't do this. Letter from Mayrina. Thought I'd reach out. Oh my, I can't. Thought I'd reach out for once. I finally had my baby, a beautiful boy. I can't believe I ever thought of giving him up. He screams his head off half the night, and I've barely slept, but I'm the happiest I've ever been. Other than my wedding day. Other than my wedding day, of course. I decided to name him Connor after his dad. With Ethel gone, myself and some other hag survivors have started our own publishing house. We've only printed a few pamphlets so far, but I'm halfway through my first book. Me, an author. It's like something out of a dream. Mind you, it's all about chill hags. But you know what they say, right? What you know. With every pamphlet we publish, more people show up to our support groups, and as happy as that makes me, it breaks my heart to see how much harm Ethel did. But so long as I live, another hag won't set foot in Baldur's Gate. You have my word. Anyway, the reason I'm writing it is to talk your ear off. It's to say thank you for saving a scared young girl who thought she'd been a terrible mother. I couldn't have been more wrong. Next time we meet, surround me, Marina. Letter from neighbor. I don't remember who neighbor is. The stack of correspondence is hefty. The first letter is signed and dated from slightly before your encounter with the Netherbrain. Oh, it's the pigeon! Hi, hello, greetings to you. I'm writing from inside a pigeon coop, neighbor friend to all pigeons, so excuse any dried poo. I saw a letter tied to a pigeon leg and had an... The words epidemic, epidermis, and epilogue are all crossed out here. Epiphany! I had one of those. I kept asking you what you thought I should be, not what you... Oh no, this is the... It's not a pigeon, it's the guy who was going through all the classes about what he wants to do with his life in the clothing shop. Then I remember you kept coming to talk to me. No one else has ever done that, so now I know my place. I hear my calling, I shall be your pen pal. I'll write you every 10 day. Right, gotta go, need to start planning my letters. Yours relentlessly, neighbor pal of pens. There's 17 more letters in the file. Letter from Nine Fingers. I'm not much for leaving my city, but it does gladden a girl's heart to be asked to the ball, so I'll thank you for that much. In my place, except a few casks of a fine vintage that managed to roll their way down from the upper city in all the commotion. The rebuilding's given rise to many such happy opportunities, worth discussing over a more civilized drink in my guild hall, if you find yourself at a loose end. Enjoy the muck and see if you can get the High Harper to sing, you won't be disappointed. Nine Fingers. Letter from Zevlor. Are these just alphabetical? No. I hope my penmanship has improved somewhat in the past months. When I first stumbled into the city, I shook so badly that I could scarcely hold the suit the priest pressed into my hands, let alone write and thank you as you deserve. It is only when the city itself began to shake that I felt my hands grow still. Along with the other veterans sheltering in the temple, discards of Elturel's unworthy legions, I watched that monstrosity rise over the city. We felt no fear, only anger, disgust, purpose, and with it power. I do not know what oath we cling to now, or how long it will last, but we shall use it to ensure the city will not suffer as Elturel did, whether it wants us or not. It is more than thanks that alone I owe. No words can make amends for what I did to my people, for what is as it should be. More come to the temple every day to aid in the relief efforts, and if I am permitted to work alongside them, then I am content. Come and see us when you can, Zevlor. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I can't with this. I can't. Marina's letter really fucked me up. Because that's like one of the first big quests we did that wasn't the main quest. And hearing about her having her... Oh my god. Let's talk to this bard that we've never seen before. Hey, Grim. Malil. Who are you?
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
I don't want to be mean, but I do want to know who he is. Music's fine. Who are you?
You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little.
How do you know Withers?
I owe him a favor, one he is eternally invoking. I thought honoring the worthy was a fair price to pay for Withers to pull me out of the fugue plane. Alas, one purgatory to another.
What are you doing in the fugue plane?
Languishing in obscurity. Cyric knew what he was doing when he punished me for that song, the prick. Before I was banished to the fugue plane, I had song prayers coming out the proverbial ears. Guess how many I get now? None.
Fuck.
I'm washed up, I'm afraid.
We're not done failing rolls. Can we decept him? It's gonna have to be no modifiers. Let's fucking go! Let's go! Oh, let's go! I totally know who you are, man.
You know? You're bloody right. It is an honor. Finally! The scribe picks an adventurer of substance, of culture. What can I do you for?
One last nat 20. I'd like you to change the song.
Your wish is my... etc. What song do you want?
I think this guy's a god. Do you have anything we haven't heard before?
Fantastic idea. It'll suit the whole affair perfectly.
Talks about having prayers. I don't recognize this guy as like a character. Not from the game, certainly. But... God, I've been watching almost exclusively Dropout content for the past, like, month. And, where's Will? And, there he is. Oh, he got rid of his slutty little crop top. Oh, but there's another paper. Yeah, we can say who he is. I mean, you know, is it even a spoiler anymore? Criminals consolidate. Guild uses rebuilding efforts to expand power. Absolute emergency over. Declares fist. Last Illith is routed from sewers. Baldur's Mouth editor resigns. Links to Gortash regime unfounded. Sharesis Raconteur Raphael reported dead. Black Market Black Magic. Devil's Feel. He's a god from the ground. Okay. That's the vibe I was getting, is that he's a god. Sorry, I'm eating emotional support almonds, so I don't cry. Even though I've already cried a little bit. Is it the first stream where I've cried? Well, let's not knock on wood. Devil's Fee Good still unaccounted for. Saloonite Outpost decimated by unknown assassin, now protected by the Sword of the Saloon. They're not here! Saloon, Isabel and Aelin. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna see if we stand up here. There's a thing in Act 1 where if you stand up on this rock for a little bit, a song starts playing. Okay, let's go talk to Will.
To be cruel?
Where is he? Will! Will? Where is he? Am I blind? Oh, he's sitting down. Okay.
There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
Breathe deep. Watch me fail. Nope.
You take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
I smell fragrant flowers and a scent I can't... A mysterious accent I can't quite place.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been clogging my lungs. I swear, Karlach and I have felled enough Cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details,
I do.
Karlach can fill you in.
I've missed traveling with you. Aw. Yeah, I've missed traveling with you.
I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side.
What about Mizora? What's up with her?
I've seen him more
hit the
than a
wrong one,
few
sorry.
times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's
I wouldn't
minds
call him
with a few
a
chosen
terribly
words.
empathetic man, but-
No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same.
Aww.
His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the fist a new lesson.
I'm glad we avoided fighting all the fists.
Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart.
What's up with Mizora?
She's kept me on a long leash, if you can believe it. Every target she's set me on's been a demonic intruder. Tenari assassins who slip into Avernus, Armonites that amass near the Styx. My next target's the most challenging yet, or so she says. I don't know much more, only that it's no demon, but a devil. I'm not worried.
You're not gonna say more?
Karlach's got my back. I swear she could scare the eyes off a beholder.
That feels like a big thing. Okay, bye.
Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it. Or wasting any of the wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Fucking nerd. Oh. Hi, Karlach. Jaheira. It's your turn.
Well, now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
That makes it. She likes it when we're like mean to her. Like she likes like the like tete-a-tete. That makes one of us.
Oh, forgive me. I am simply excitable. It is good to be out under an open sky once more. My first, since the reconstruction began. We left quite a mess behind. But the city begins to look something like itself once more. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh.
It's a kip, but it's our kip. These are a lot of different options. What about the upper city, I guess? Upper city.
The upper city has been almost entirely rebuilt. That's where the gold is. Even the builder's scaffolds
Even those
are cleared
massive,
from
like,
the streets.
trenches in the earth.
No dust left to sneeze at. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks.
Aww.
Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the
I wish
craftsmen.
our kids were here.
Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again.
And like, Zell even eat? If she's here as a ghost? What have you been up to? Oh wait, I'm in the wrong thing.
There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
No matter how far away I may be, the gate will always be first in my heart. Where we're standing right now, this camp... Oh my god. That's kind of weird to say to her, because she wasn't at the first camp, but... The gate will always be first in my heart.
Ah, sentiment. With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Oh, okay. Who do we have left? Asterion, Gale, Karlak, Shadowheart, Halsin. Okay, let's do Halsin. Oh, is he drunk? He's drunk! Oh my god. That'd be kind of funny if you took too long to talk to everyone, they started getting drunk. Let's talk to Halsin, and then we're gonna take a little break.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company.
But he did confess he was in love with us right before we fought that
now, our paths cross once more.
The feeling's mutual. I've missed you. You sound almost sentimental, considering we didn't really get along. Now, the feeling's mutual.
We have all pined for each other's company, I sense. I cannot imagine otherwise after what we shared. That bond was forged in a crucible that can never be stoked again, Oak Father willing. It is a bond that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
Oh, he's so sweet. You sound like you need a hug. Future's ours to write. You need a hug. Can I hug him? Does that mean I'm gonna hug him?
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place.
That's not funny, because one did. Aww. Oh, that's so sweet. I always say characters need to hug more in all media.
That was more than worth the wait.
And it never happens in video games, because it has to be like a very specific animation, even when people should be hugging. You can say that again.
That was more than worth the wait? Oh, I suppose you didn't mean that literally. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
I want to hear about the life he's made, yeah. Because I think it sounds like he's made like an orphanage or something.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes. And the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony. Stronger together.
I would love more than anything to see Rythwin be, like, intact and functional. I recall you've quite a few young wards to take care of. 9 wagons of them, wasn't it?
My greatest purpose and greatest reward. Those children have been through more than fate had any right to cast at them, and yet they go on as resilient as anything in nature. I impart what knowledge I can to them, yet, in truth, they teach me far more. The land we saved is theirs, and they will cherish it.
Aww.
I'm sure. Thaniel and Oliver shall never want for friends again.
Jedzia, I have so much fucking kids. I'll need to see this place for myself.
You are welcome whenever you like, and for however long you please. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children you see.
Do you want them?
My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived.
Oh, that's
I
so
desperately
sweet.
need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
He's so nice. Had I known bedtime tales were a possibility, I would have sought you out at camp. I expect you'll have a few tales that will need to wait until they're older. Let me see what I have.
I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Regale Halston with the tales of your past 6 months. The truth may be a little flat, spice it up a little. Recount some of your recent exploits, sparing no detail. 1, I guess.
You have kept yourself busy.
Okay.
I expected no less, in truth.
We just did it. Okay.
I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you.
I thought it would be like recounting what's happened over the course of the game.
Of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off.
Oh, I would love that.
Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you
so
to the
horny.
others for now, unless there was anything else.
Oh, there's still more? Oh my god. What about the Grove? Do you stay in touch?
On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence.
That's something I wish we could have done. I didn't know about it until way after we did it. But you can, like... There's like a deeper conspiracy going on with Kaga that we never found out about, where she's working with these like evil druids, and you can like suss out the conspiracy and then help her and like redeem her. I wish we'd done that on stream. Do you see much of Daniel and Oliver?
Quite often. They come and go as they please. But with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten.
Aww.
I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I love that. Bear? Do you still bear? Are you still partial to bearing?
I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demand it. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago.
He's so
I'm glad
sweet,
they are
Grim.
so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations.
What like a gentle
But
person.
They must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be.
Oh, God. You seem more settled than I expected. I don't really want to say this, but I want to see what he says. I never got the impression that he was someone who roams. I mean, he's like 300 years old, and he was the Archdruid of the Enclave. So he was in one spot. But whatever.
As did I, but somehow I feel like
I guess
no
you're pretty
longer
receptive to
need
leaving
to
with us.
roam.
Maybe
that I
that's
have
what it
found
is.
something worthy laying roots for. Amazing what can be discovered about oneself, even at a ripe old age.
I may volunteer you for something. If you'll forgive me, might your new community have room for a well-behaved owlbear?
Do you truly even need to ask? Of course. Who could not open their home to a befeathered hero of Baldur's Gate? Ah, and I did promise the children I would bring them back a surprise.
Just walking in the background?
Oh, imagine their faces.
Cool. Can I have a hug?
I was just thinking the very same.
His eyes are so pretty. They're like honey-colored. I'm sure I've said that before, but... He's so in love with me. He wants to kiss me so bad it makes him look stupid.
I could get used to this.
I so wish he was like a bigger companion than he is. Turn to leave.
Before you go, I have something for
Oh
you.
my god!
Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this.
Remember one time 7 months ago when I told you I like to whittle?
Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case.
Hey. Oh my
They
god!
are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn
Forever
of the
ago, he
seasons.
talked about whittling ducks. And Haley and I were wondering
Yet,
if that's an Adventure Zone reference.
They always find their way back to where they
I
belong.
totally forgot about that.
just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company.
Oh, it's lovely. Does it do anything? It's lovely, thank you.
Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
Oh, whittled duck. Smells of the deep forest. Oh, look at him go. Immune to psychic. Immune to poison. Resistant to necrotic. Resistant to radiant. Oh, I have my... Wait, I don't want my weapon out. Okay. Let's take a quick little break. Is that you? Yes. And then we will finish up all of our friends. So we'll be back in a little bit. Ooh, all right, we're back. Yeah. It's kind of late, but we're okay. Who do we have left? Asterion, Gale, lae'zel, Shadowheart. Let's do Asterion, then Gale. I'm curious what he's up to.
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And you're looking more delicious than ever.
Oh, fuck off.
If you don't mind me saying.
Such an asshole.
Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders.
Because he was like... He was like some kind of like city official. Like... I guess he was still acting as one before he got tadpoled. But he was like a bureaucrat or something weird, which is funny. You can thank my partner for that. I don't want to not say the romantic options. It's just been weird because we know what lae'zel has been up to. Like, we picked... I guess her and Karlach are the two partners. Hey, Jarek. Are the two partners who, like... You kind of can't just say that about because they would be somewhere else. I guess Will, too, because he'd be with Karlach, but... I want to keep helping people. I've been trying to make a difference. You know me. Yeah, I'm trying to make a difference. He'll probably hate that.
Ah, so it's the healthy glow you get from being a good person. That explains my pallor. But I'm glad to see the world has treated you well. You've earned it. We both have.
His eyes
in
are so
fact.
pretty. Got like
and
rich
where
red.
Better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends.
Yeah, what happened after you left? I guess we really haven't seen him since the docks.
Exactly what I feared. Without the protection of our little friends, I was just an ordinary spawn again. Burning in the sun. I fled the dock and found refuge in the shadows until night fell. Part of me was relieved you left so quickly after the battle. I felt... ashamed.
Oh.
Like I'd lost... everything.
Asterion.
Just as you claimed your victory. I didn't want you to see me like that. But time lent perspective. It wasn't your victory, it was ours. And for all I'd lost, I'd gained so much more. I had freedom, strength, a whole new life. And it was time to live it. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
Asterion, one of the good guys, who would have thought? I mean, he was one of the good guys, but... You know.
Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been.
Oh. Are you sure you haven't been drinking blood? Going to live the good life. What's next for you? I don't want to dwell on him being a vampire. What's next for you?
Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows. Cursed to live in them forever.
And then I realized I'm a rogue.
But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would.
I'm a Gloomstalker Ranger
not
now.
To be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be dumb, but my present, my future.
Hell yeah.
They're mine.
Hell yeah. I love that for you, Asterion.
This is who I am. In all my glory, for better and for worse.
I'm glad to hear it. Acceptance. Acceptance looks good on you.
That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with.
lae'zel jump scare.
I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. Ah! Oh, she's right there. I'm not ready to talk to her yet. Let's do Gale, and then we'll do Karlach. Why is Shadowheart standing all by herself? That makes me sad. Karlach's probably gonna have a lot to say.
Well, well.
God damn.
Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy.
He's a professor?
Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
He's a professor? Oh my god. I'm gonna hug him. I'm just gonna hug him. I mean, the fact that he's not... Watch your hand. The fact that he's not dead, you know?
That was quite lovely. I'm glad you're as pleased to see me as I am you.
Listen, I want to talk to lae'zel so badly, but she has to be the last one.
Quite grateful to just be Gale for the evening. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation. I seem to put the fear of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mystra, to be more specific. She sought me out. Not long after, we went our separate ways. And assured me neither she nor the orb should pose me any threat in the future.
That message was held because of the word climax?
A constant reminder of my former hubris. And a surprisingly effective means of keeping my more disobedient students in line. Perhaps a tad too effective. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Yeah, we had some times where he died accidentally, and it became the shade that was like, if you see this, that means I'm dead. I wonder what has to happen for him to die before the epilogue. And I imagine something about like him making Mr. mad or something. Let me double check some of that dialogue. With the fear of the gods and then with the fear of Mr. be more specific. She sought me out not long after we went our separate ways and assured me she neither she nor the orb should pose me any threat in the future. Okay. Oh, that's cute, because we fucked up our magic lessons with him, like, years ago. We could tease him about adventuring. Now, let's tease him about me being a student. I'm sure they're far better students than I was.
Ah, so you still remember our little lesson.
How many co-eds has he done that same trick
Pity
to?
we can't repeat it now. I'm quite certain you'd pass with flying colours. If nothing else, you'd give it more enthusiasm than some of my current apprentices. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake.
The cheek of them. Nothing a well-placed swamp
Taro's here.
from Tara can't fix, though.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
Can we just lie to everyone? I found the love of my life. I'd say I'm pretty happy. Oh! We might say this one, this romantic one. Yeah, I found the love of my life.
And I couldn't be happier for you. A fitting
Gonna be real
reward
awkward
for the
if lae'zel is
sacrifices
like,
you
hi.
made in getting here.
Weirdo.
I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you.
Shit, between him and Halson, we're gonna be going on like a lecture tour. Perhaps lae'zel and I can give the lecture together. Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Cool.
Two heads
So we're
are better
still
than
tied
one.
to her. Good. The game knows
Unless
that.
you're dealing with an Etin. course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower.
What a little
It will
stinker.
give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
I really do like him. Oh, bye, Tara. Can I talk to her? Tara, just come here.
Oh, right. You. Hello.
Hi. Oh, I want to be nice, but this is too funny.
Something caught in your throat, dear? Anyway, I hear congratulations are in order. You helped Mr. Dakarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that right?
Actually, Gale helped me. If that's what he told you, who am I to argue?
Well done. Despite my old friend's genius, he'd have blown himself up long ago if not for the help of friends like you and I. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able, if you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities.
Thanks for the invitation. I'd like that.
We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to have a taste for them, but a great many things have changed in recent months. Ta-ta, darling.
So funny. Okay. Who's left? It's just our main girlies now. Let's do Karlak. I feel like she's gonna have a lot to say. Can we sit with her? Grab it up.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. Withers, you mad bastard! You brought me back! Soldier. It's really you. I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so clean.
I missed you too.
I'd say so. Can't think of who's been carrying your pack now that Kay's out of commission. Man, we had
You mean
some
my,
good
like,
times.
5 oil
Wish
barrels?
Will and I had more time to reminisce, but surviving Avernus is just non-stop. Still, having him there has been incredible. You really can get through anything with someone you love at your side. Oh, but hey, guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge.
Pog?
A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside of Avernus. You haven't seen the last of old Karlak yet, soldier.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I just learned this. I was Googling it while Karlak was talking. Karlak's voice actress, or voice actor, I guess, I did not know this until now, is non-binary. I know their name was Sam. It's Samantha Baird? It's funny because, like, you hear Karlak's voice come out of them, and it doesn't match. Like, they look like they just don't look like Karlak, you know? They seem to be really cool. They do a bunch of, like, stupid shit with fans, like Halson and a bunch of the other actors do. Hell yeah. Oh god, I love Karlak. Can I have a hug? Can she hug us? Yeah, no, hug first.
You don't need to ask, soldier.
Hell yes. Oh. Our chest was like pink there. Oh. Whoa, why are our eyes blue? What was that?
I won't be in Avernus forever, you know. Can I look you up when I'm out?
Why is she blue? Did that just change? Or was it like that to begin with? Why is she blue? She burned hotter so she turned blue? It's her eyes and her chest. What the fuck? Oh, I wanted to say more. You better.
Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two.
Oh, God.
Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here, together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
I adore her. I wish we had more to say, but we got to hug, and that's a pretty big deal anyway. Okay. 1 second, lae'zel, I promise. Why is Shadowheart all alone? That makes me sad. What's her outfit's cute. I don't know why she's not wearing shoes, but... Oh, she's wearing the same thing that Halston's wearing. Or they have similar things on the front. Yeah, they have similar, like, this pattern.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Oh god. I've been counting the days. I had reservations. Shadowheart, it's that'd be so mean. These are all like wildly different emotions. I wonder if that's because we almost romanced her? Or if that's just the canned dialogue. Of course I did. You could barely manage without me.
You can say that with a straight face after all the times I had to come to your aid. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever.
Oh, hell yes. Why can't we hug? She is so small! Why can't we hug everyone? Her eyes are so... I've said this about like every other character, but her eyes are so pretty.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
Are you calling me chubby? Oh, I thought she was calling us strong. I misunderstood what she was saying. I'll take that as a compliment. You look good too.
I suppose I do, don't I? I'm glad you seem well. Trudy.
Let's not get sentimental. The feeling's mutual. Yeah.
I had no doubt. But I'm glad to hear you say it all the same.
What have you been up to?
Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister.
Doing right by yourself, escaping bad memories, crave a little peace and quiet. Yeah, tell me more. What have you been doing?
One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. God, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long.
I wonder... Like, Gale lives in Waterdeep and works in Waterdeep. And she visited Waterdeep. But I kind of feel like... Have you ever been in a friend group? And then it's like you and one other person from that friend group, and you realize that like you never hang out outside of the group, and you don't actually have that much in common besides like being in the same group. I feel like she and Gale are that. So I like to imagine they are like, oh yeah, let's get dinner or something while you're in Waterdeep, and they just sit there and they're like, oh. Oh shit! Wait, Waterdeep, you say? Did you bump into Gale? Oh, but I want to say her parents would be proud of her. But I want to know if she bumped into Gale. No, her parents would be proud.
Oh, I know they are. I can still sense them, I think.
Yeah, Lucas, we're almost done talking to everyone.
And one day we'll be reunited.
It's just Shart and then lae'zel. What else have you been doing?
Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime
wipe out
target
the
to
cloister, so.
offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poison blade to best me. Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable little plans.
Nocturne, yeah.
None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains complicated, let's say. But she is still my oldest friend. I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shar entirely given time.
Oh, I hope so.
But that's a decision she will have to make for herself. If that day comes, I'll be ready.
I feel like it's not often the transgenderism comes before the religious, the like religious epiphany, but what's next for you?
I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight.
Oh, she's so cute. She's so
Love
excited.
to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to?
Bye. Wait, why can't I say anything? Come on. Leave?
Don't be a stranger.
Can I? Wait.
I've missed wine. Had to resort to making my own cider recently, which isn't bad, don't get me wrong. But a girl can't have fun with apples alone.
Can we talk to her about... We can talk again? Oh, shit. I didn't realize we could talk to people again. You have a future in brewing. Start your own label, maybe. Shadowheart Special Scrump... What the fuck, Scrumpy?
You might be onto something there, though the name might need work. Somehow it sounds rude, even though I know otherwise.
Yeah, hug me again.
Always.
Oh. Maybe we can hug Shadow... or, Karlach again. I wonder if something dictates the people you can hug? Because it's been Halsin, Karlach, Shadowheart.
That hit the spot.
2 of them were our main party members, and I probably had really high affinity with Halsin. I don't know.
Don't...
Okay, anything else?
You know, I never
my
really
God.
imagined Withers
I didn't
as
realize
much
they had a
of
lot
a
of dialogue.
party thrower. But then again, I suppose our camps weren't taking care of themselves while we were out gallivanting, were they? There's hidden depths in that lovable husk.
Can I have a hug, please? He's been an asset, no doubt. He can stand to be a little less cryptic.
Oh no, that's all part of the fun. You know me. I can't resist a bit of mystery.
Put your chin down. He's been an asset.
Indeed. Healing can only do so much. We'd likely be dead somewhere out in the wilderness if not for
That's funny,
him.
we never used him to resurrect someone. Okay.
Don't...
Okay. Ah! Hi, Bear. Let's check Karlach for more dialogue, and then we'll talk to lae'zel. I'm not gonna go through everyone again, but I just want to see if... Yeah, do your thing, Karlach! That's a different dance! That's a different dance! She finally learned a new dance! That's the old one.
Look at this place. At us. This is the best party I've ever been to.
I love her so much. Okay, that's weird that Shadowheart wants to talk more and she doesn't. Come back. Wait, let's try one more time just to see what she says. Even if it's just like a dialogue line.
Look at this place.
Okay, same thing. Okay. Hey, Bard God. Can we talk for a second? Do you still take requests? Where's the music, actually? There's no music playing. Did we take too long?
Greetings, O cultured adventurer. Your wish is my... etc.
Does he have
What
anything
song do you want?
romantic? Something lively that encourages dancing, something thoughtful, something rich and warm, something nostalgic and gentle. I was hoping you would have like a romantic song we could play to talk to lae'zel with. Dancing.
Very well.
Let's see if it makes people dance.
Crates for supplies when he could source these. God, I remember one evening when we...
Okay. Oh god, it's time. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I love that outfit. That like red, that like Doctor Strange shit she's got going on. Hey. No, they're green. Okay. Okay.
Jacques Van Findu.
Oh my god.
For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. But nothing has made me
Oh my god!
than seeing your face here today.
Limbo, she'd said. A plane of chaos where you might drink fire like water, where you might breathe ice instead of air. And the home of the mystical Githzerai. Once the Githzerai were one of the Githyanki, until
they wrote this
bloody
part
civil
specifically for me
war
about the Githzerai. Reach out to embrace her. Yeah, no, first things first. Hug, hug, hug. I wish she wasn't glowing, but...
Oh, that I could touch you in flesh. Run my hands across your skin.
Oh god, at least she still loves us.
I can feel you, even taste you in this form. But it is as if a thin layer of glass separates us. I can't quite have the whole of you. It's taken a dozen Gish's talents.
Oh my god.
A few stolen psi crystals, and 2 10 days of effort to conjure my projection. Worth every one of those days and every drop of their sweat, I promise you. But soon I'll find some way to see you in flesh.
She's so, like, romantically
Touch
horny.
you as you were meant to be touched.
I love her so much. What's the holdup? I want to say all these is the thing. Maybe not what's the holdup, but... I'm surprised she's not like, away, don't forget that I can't get pregnant. Well, she said she's in limbo, so we know where she is. Let's just talk about the Githzerai, because I need to know. Sublime, needs to know.
I do. I approach the gates of Shraktalor even now.
Shraktalor. How well you know the name. The capital city of the Githzerai, and the home of their
I guess it's still that same
immortal
insight. That's
god
interesting.
king, Zerith Menyar Agith.
Our Gish sent word of the rebellion to Minyara through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
The great warrior lae'zel is on a diplomatic mission. That's so funny. Your tongue is as learned as your blade. Let's tease her a little bit. I wonder how much we're like talking to each other, if at all. I mean, it's not like I'm seeing her in person, but I wonder if we have like any kind of correspondence. The great warrior lae'zel on a diplomatic mission.
Exactly the reaction I expected.
Yes!
My love.
Love. The word hangs in the air for a moment before lae'zel continues,
Aww.
unfazed.
My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a
You showed me when you stabbed that brain.
Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyara Gith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him.
I am
And if he refuses,
so
I carry
normal
on.
about lae'zel Baldur's
Gravity
Gate.
pulls me in but one direction. I am a warrior of the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy.
Oh god, she's self-aware now. Oh no.
All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
Oh. Oh god, I'm gonna quick save just in case, because I have to ask too. If only Orpheus... We persuaded him to live. If only Orpheus could have shared in your victories.
I admit, I've longed for his guiding
Oh, the effect has gone
wisdom
from her
more
voice.
than once, but I have not heard tell of him, nor has my mind felt his presence. Gith's son has been lost to the shadows. Perhaps one day, when the Lich Queen is dust,
Interesting.
he will step into the light.
Interesting. Hey, lae'zel! Wait! When will I see you again?
Soon. When the comet has risen, when the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust. I miss this place. More to the point, I miss you. I wouldn't even deny it with Vlaakith's vorpal blade at my neck.
She's willing herself to be here! The power of love!
Come to that. Now go, mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself
Oh my
couldn't
god.
keep me away.
Yeah, that's so weird. Oh shit, the egg! I forgot about the egg! That's so weird because, like, time moves slower in the astral plane. Like, that's why they have to lay their eggs in the material plane. So they'll, like, time will pass normally and they'll hatch in, like, a reasonable amount of time. So, like, there's, like, some fucked up weird time dilation where I'm, like, not strictly 6 months, but, like, 6 months older than her. Well, 6 months, yeah, 6 months older than her now. I don't really know how old Jadzia is. I've never really thought about that. I guess, like, mid-20s. And lae'zel is supposed to be, like, 22. But, like... It's so weird. What became of the egg?
So it has.
Aww.
And a fine man the hatchling will be. I call him Zaan. Freedom. He is with the mages of Zamvadim. I trust his care to no one else. Zaan's destiny will be his own to follow. Warrior, poet,
Oh my
explorer,
god.
scholar. His way will be the way of the comet. No chains to
We have a
bind
child.
us, no lies to bury us. Liberty will be the rallying cry that unites our empire.
That's wild. Oh my god. Can we keep talking?
This is nice. Yes. I
I love
think
this outfit.
that's the right word
These, like,
for
floral
it.
patterns, too?
This
Okay, that's all she's gonna say. Oh, I love you. Mwah. Is there anyone else to talk to? It's weird that Shadowheart had more dialogue. Where'd she go? Oh, she's over here. Oh, maybe she joins the party after you talk to her. That's interesting.
We should make this a tradition.
She just
Meet
keeps
up
wanting to fucking
every
say
year.
stuff.
Don't be... My, you'll make the others jealous if you spend much more time with me.
You're the only one with additional dialogue.
Don't be...
Is that it, though? That sounds like it'd be it.
I hope the sand takes its time slipping through the hourglass.
Oh my god.
I don't want tonight to end too soon.
Why can't I talk to lae'zel this much?
Don't be...
Okay. I guess we're done? Oh my god, I guess that's it. I can't even, like, try to kiss my girlfriend. Yeah, she does have, like, nothing going on in her life.
This is...
Which is fair, but, like... So I wonder if like, you romance someone who... Like, if we romanced, like, Gale, or Asterion, or Shadowheart, I wonder how different their dialogue is here. Oh, look at Will dancing. I'm gonna do another big save, just in case. Because, like, we had, like, that vague, like, mostly neutral dialogue about, our partner that was like obviously written to be vague, and then like one time we could specifically say lae'zel. But like obviously we weren't able to spend time with lae'zel. See, Amber, that's what I was thinking. Is like, oh, look, he's doing the Lethal Company dance. Is like, we were able to hug Shadowheart and Paulson and Karlach and lae'zel, I guess. One of those is our girlfriend. 3 of those were our party members. And then I think Halson also, God, look at that posture. Never mind, I take everything back. Halson also just had like really high affinity. The main difference between you and our Shadowhearts was what they're doing. Because you romanced her, didn't you, Lucas? Oh, look at Karlach. I wish I could dance with my ghost girlfriend. Yo, Amber! Where'd he go? That's not him. Where'd he go? Oh, it's literally you! Oh, wait, no, who was doing it? It wasn't Halson. Who was doing it? I thought it was Halson. He's here. I don't know. Literally you, anyway. Let's sweep one last time and make sure there's nothing we can interact with. Okay, I think that's everything.
I'm glad the roads were kind. I'd hate to have missed this.
Damn, okay, I wish we could talk to lae'zel more, but I wonder why Shadowheart has all that dialogue. Like, 6 or 7 lines. His scroll has a thing. A missive in Wither's hand addressed to some unknown entity. Though you understand the alphabet, the script, and the words themselves, the meaning eludes you. You glean only an impression of dark sun and white sky in an offer, or perhaps a warning. Scroll of Disintegrate, Soul of... Volo's Guide to Baldur's Gate signed. For my adventuresome muse, our fates are bound, my wisdom vast. I do really hope our kinship lasts. Deepest affections. Lilitham Kadarm, poet, artist, savant, etc. A poorly drawn map of the city's captioned in flamboyant script. What follows is the most thorough and accurate account of the city and people of Baldur's Gate, the sordid gem of the Sword Coast. An editor's note in crimson ink follows. The volume is startlingly accurate, save for the nonsense about the Black Dragon Gate. It's not alive, no matter how many vagrant hags claim otherwise. Commission someone else to draw the map. That's really... I wish we could... I mean, she's a ghost, so I guess we can't. But we can try, you know? The heart's willing. Recipe of Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. Joy in helping others that I never knew. Well, I myself have never... What's this about? Necros? Book of Willing Souls. The needless Baldurians and the deaths that befell them beneath an annotation from Withers. Souls stuffed out in the battle for Baldur's Gate, perhaps some might deign to return should their city ever have need. Savernor Thorlo, crushed by a falling roof as he held the doors for other to flee. Nance D, charged a mind flayer that entered her granddaughter's room, died with her second best sisters in its eye. Barely Pigflint, brought an Adelaide down over the bay. Are these people, like, named NPCs? Mind flayer specimen. I'm just gonna sneak these really quick. You won't mind. Essence of Planetar Feather. Okay. Let's talk to Withers.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
I feel satisfied. I've accomplished everything I wanted to do. I did my duty. Can't help but feel I've left things undone. I'm getting tired. I might just go to bed. I feel satisfied.
I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next? He gets so fucking mad if you say you're tired.
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate.
Roll for initiative. I'm kind of expecting it,
thread
but
you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
aw. He says love, then he looks at Shadowheart and reminds her of that one time he called her a virgin. God, this... Because we know there's not going to be a Baldur's Gate 4, at least with Larian. Oh... to brains without worms and a good night's sleep, to the greatest friends I could dream of. To the greatest friends I could dream of. Yeah, this is our party. Fuck Baldur's Gate for right now.
To you.
To you. Cloud kill. Aww. Is that credits? Oh! Oh, there's an achievement that exists just to thank you for finishing the game. An achievement that said, like, finish the game with a heartfelt thanks from Larian Studios. That's really cute. Oh my god, y'all. I did cry a little bit reading the letters, especially Marina's letter. That fucking ruined me. I'm glad I had fucking tissues from when I was sick. Oh, it's just, I want so much more of this, you know? And it's just not gonna happen. Oh. This is the second game I finished this week, where that's happened. Where, like, I want more, and I know there's never gonna be more. It's so... Oh, God. I'm glad lae'zel brought so much heat to our reunion, because I really needed that. Glad lae'zel was in heat at our reunion. We have a son! We have a son named Zan! Who I'm gonna tell myself is named after Xanadu, even though I have no proof of that. Daniil Dankovsky worked on this? Oh. Yeah, the post-credit scene is Ball stepping off his throne, and he goes, I'll do it myself. Oh, I also learned that if you speak with dead Gortash, you can talk to Bane. Like, Bane talks to you through him, which is kind of cool, but I didn't realize we could speak with dead people we killed, because that's how it works, is that you can't speak with dead people you kill. God damn. It's so good. It's so good. It's boring how good it is, you know? Like, it's just a really good, really, like, deep game. I'm gonna miss lae'zel. Oh, we can go faster. Oh, Nyum! Okay, I didn't realize that. The two are Star Tropics and Star Fox. Star Fox Adventures is the only game you've ever watched the credits for. Wait, cast, okay. Amelia Tyler, Neil Newbon. Interesting that he's first. Shadowheart, Jennifer English, lae'zel Devora Wild, Will Bernard Scared Boar, Theo Solomon, Gail Tim Downey, Karlak Samantha Barrett, Minsk Matt Mercer, Chihira Tracy Wiles, Halson Ghoul Goblin Warrior, Dave Jones, Minthara, Boyag Shecht and Buthier, Emma Gregory, Tadpole Adventurer, Josh Wild, Emerald O'Hanrahan, Ken Nuoso, Tina Barnes. I don't know which one we had. I don't know which voice was ours. Tadpole Adventure still watch. Okay. Because there's a lot of them. J.K. Simmons, Jason Isaacs. Also, the second game I finished in a week where Jason Isaacs played an antagonist. Doug Cockle was Ball? Oh, shit! I didn't realize that. Well, stop moving. I'm trying to read these. Sissy Jones. That's a familiar name. I don't remember why. Are any of these? Andrew Wincott. Paver. Who's Paver? Is that part of Chris Jarman? Or oh my god. Abigail Thorne. That I clocked that one. Her voice is so distinct. I didn't know she was in this game until I heard her. Throat singer for Quill Grootslay. Do I know any of these other names? I mean, there's gonna be a shit ton of them now. Damien Haas? Fiona is such a pretty name. I'm not seeing any. There's so many people though. Karina is the Aliona Baranova. I think she is the one who is the I'm thinking. She was like the mocap director. She's also the one that Jennifer English met during the game, and they're dating now. I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins. I broke my chain. Also, yeah, this is like a different version of the song that we haven't heard before. I wish there were subtitles for it. Or at least we haven't heard the full version. I also read that in the... I never did the early access version of the game. That, like, was so popular. Apparently the way the Dream Visitor is portrayed in the early access is different. And apparently in early access, the Dream Visitor is portrayed more as... Oh, look, Neil Newbon was a performer. Never mind. Of course they're all performers. He probably did more of them, though, because he's done, like, a billion motion capture things. The Dream Visitor in the early access version of the game was, like... It wasn't Emperor, because the game didn't go that far. It was the... It was like the tadpole influencing you directly, instead of being like the Emperor influencing you to like become an illithid and stuff, which meant it was like, it was a little more sinister, and like it appeared differently to you, like wearing this like gown that it still wears in one scene as like an homage. And I've seen people kind of think that like Down by the River kind of like references that, maybe. I still feel pretty partial to it, like teasing the final encounter with the Netherbrain, but I don't know if there's like one hard answer, you know, it's all just interpretation. Okay. Let's zoom, since we're past names that we might recognize. Unless anyone knows the Latin Spanish localization Riot Lock Limited editors. So wild that games just have like a bajillion people working on them, you know? Across like 8 continents. Fabrique du Monstres? Goblins Enterprises? Yeah, these are like just a bunch of different companies. God, there's so many fucking people. I don't know if there's gonna be a post-credit scene or anything. Like, I don't expect there to be like an Avengers-style one. I just want to see if there's something. Even though I can probably just skip, but... Spike Chunsoft! Oh no! So put it back! Send it back! I didn't know they were part of this! Put it back! Wait, really? I had no idea. I just happened to see that. And then all Danganronpa games just played at once in my head, and I had a minor aneurysm. I can't believe this is over. It's so... I feel so, like, aimless. More aimless than I just generally feel, you know? Like, what do we do now? I mean, I have ideas, but we'll talk more about that later, and as we get closer to them. A lot of playtesters, huh? Watch this be every Steam person that did it. Yeah, Bubbles, we just finished. Obviously, because we're in the credits. Yeah, it's, goddamn. It's, I'm like overwhelmed right now. Everyone at that's cool. Everyone at BioWare who worked at Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Oh, Wizards. Jesus, dude. I wish I had it in me to do with Dark Rage playthrough, but that would be too sad. Especially because that would make lae'zel mad at me, and I can't do that. Hashtag Team Badger. Oh, these are all like everyone's personal notes. That's cute. This dog is named after a Witcher character. Oh wait, did it say Gustav? I can scroll up. Did it say Gustav or being Gustav? That Gustav, that's the dog the game's named after, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So, not the name. Gustav was the, I talked about this in the Discord, but Gustav is the, Gustav was the code name for Baldur's Gate 3 when it was being worked on. Tav, the main character, is named after that. The name Gustav comes from Swen Vicky's dog, the director and the CEO of Larian. His dog is named Gustav. And apparently in Divinity 2, they tease that, because there's a character named Tarquin, who talks about, like, pursuing, like, the Gustavician or something. These, like, beings beyond our universe. There's actually in the Arcane Tower in Act 1 in Act 1, there's a letter from that one woman, I can't remember her name, LOH is her initials, talking about how she, like, ran into a guy that she thinks his name is, like, Tarkin or something, who talked about, like, he just appeared out of nowhere, and, like, it's that character from Divinity 2, which is really cool. I didn't know that when we played it, but that was a tease in Divinity 2, and then a follow-up in this game. God. My boy Wilhelm Inkbig. I love, and it's a lot of people. I wonder what DOS 2. I wonder what decided, like, who gets to have a thing here, because this is a shit ton of people. Julia O'Shea, also known as Nana Juju, the inspiration for Auntie Ethel. That's really funny. Yeah, these are so sweet. Oh, this guy thanked the director. Louise for welcoming me home every night with her cute tiny voice as she opened the door. That's so sweet. To Toby Fox. Everyone say thank you, Toby Fox, for making Baldur's Gate 3. To my dad who... Oh! Oh my god. To my old friends, classmates, and lecturers of D2 508 Game Design Class of 2019. I think this might be a way to write Arabic in Latin characters. I don't know that for sure. I know there's like a way to do that. I don't know if that's what that is. That's my guess. But Oliver from the game wrote a thing. This is so much. I wonder how much this is compared to like the rest of the credits. I don't want to skip everything, but you know. You can also just go like. Oh shit! I didn't know I could have. Nope. How did I do that? It just went like double speed without me holding it down. Okay. Let's... Everyone in the Down by the River Discord, fanfiction dreams can become reality. So some of these seem to be like people who are playtesting, because one of them mentioned like, oh, this person bought me the early access version. Was the game ever kickstarted? Oh. Oh! Yeah, that must be... Maybe that's the dad of the, director. Oh. Have we seen, maybe it's after this. I love when games do, like, a like, production team babies list of, like, all the kids that were born during, production. Yeah, there we go. Baldurian babies. Oh. Tanit's a cool name. My baby cat Luna, born with the blessings of Shar in September 2022. Surprise, Fuchs might just make it before release. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, God. Everyone say thank you, Bink video. I can't believe it. I don't want this to be over. But here we are. 2.5 million early access players. Holy shit. I thank us, the player in the chat, for playing this game, supporting us, and sharing our love for classic RPGs. God damn, y'all. And then Withers reaches through the screen and grabs me.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be.
Is Withers a god?
Yet thou hast proven thyself. Fools. Everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
Is Withers a god? I don't know. The D&D pantheons are so big. There's like 30 gods, and half of them are like real Earth gods. Whoa. Well, the implication seems to be that like Withers is some kind of god and not just a lich. Oh, for the last time. We're swapping a face. I'm gonna quit the game. Damn, y'all. Bro is Jurgle. Let's look up Jurgle. Actually, let's take a quick little break. I have some stuff pulled up for us to talk about after stream. And I mentioned this on Discord. One is just looking at my character sheet and talking about D&D. Two is another animal rant. That won't be as big as the whale rant, but it is an animal rant. But we'll take a quick little break and then we'll chill for another like few minutes and then we'll call things. So we'll be right back. We're back. My stream deck is like really warm. We're back. Let me. So okay, I was gonna say, oh yeah, Lucas Jurgle sounds like a really good theory. That's like super clever. And then I pulled up the Forgotten Realms wiki, for Jurgle. And at the bottom, concept art of Withers from Baldur's Gate 3 marked as Jurgle concept art. So I feel like that's more than a theory. I mean, that's the boy. Jurgle's symbol is a skull biting a scroll. I wonder if we saw that anywhere. If that's like... I wonder if that's in his room at the end of the game. I think it's interesting. Again, I haven't played 1 and 2. I've done the tutorial of 1, and that was it. I think it's interesting that Ball is the antagonist of all 3 games. But interesting. I really wish he was around more. Like, I wish he had more to say. Because, like, so many times we'd go to talk to him to see what he says about stuff, and he would just fate spins along as it should. I was like, no, dude, I want to talk to you. I want to hear you say shit. But it seems pretty locked and loaded to me. I mean, that's not said in the game, but it seems... I feel like there's a lot of credence towards the Jurgle theory. Okay. So, let me close that. Let's talk about birds. Okay. So, we're gonna do birds, we're gonna talk about animals, and then we're gonna talk about my character, my D&D character, if anyone cares. We kind of talked about it last stream, and then last stream went so late that I didn't have time to bring it up. He called Shadowheart a loser and a virgin because I went to respec her, and I had just turned her down. And so he was like, "Thou walkest alone," and she was like, "Shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk to you." So the last time we had a big animal diversion was towards the end of Silent Hill 2. I don't know if it was the last stream, but if it wasn't the last stream, it was the second to last. Well, actually, no, it might have been like the third to last or something because of the bonus content where you play as Maria. But we talked about Parasitus colossus, which was at that time last year like a relatively newly discovered species of proto whale. I don't remember enough to remember if it would be a whale, but whale adjacent species that, like, you know, people who were smarter than I am were saying they thought it might have the potential to weigh more than like any living thing ever, which is wild because like the blue whale is the heaviest, the largest creature that's ever existed, is a creature that exists now. It's the blue whale. And that would mean the Parasitus colossus was heavier than the blue whale, which would be kind of fucking crazy. And we just talked about that, and we talked about how whales are mammals, obviously, but are descended from creatures that lived on land and went back into water. And how you can still see that vestigially in their skeleton. You know, they still have like legs and stuff just hidden in their bodies. What does that do with vultures? Nothing at all. This is something I learned a few months ago at this point, earlier this year, January. I should have known it earlier, but I guess I just didn't really realize what it meant. Vultures. Everyone knows what a vulture is. You can conjure 2 great vultures in D&D. So it's relevant. Listen, if Pakisitis wants to go into the water, it can, and it did, you know? But it seems to work out for whales pretty well, considering they live for like 1 billion years, and some of them have horns and stuff. Or extended teeth that resemble horns, rather. So, these are a lot. I just pulled up 6 random vultures. If you're American, which most of my audience is, you'll probably recognize black vultures and turkey vultures. They're 2 of the most, popular vultures in the Americas, period, obviously. Black vultures are particularly local to Georgia. So are turkey vultures. I just see black vultures more where I am. California condors are endangered. They're famously endangered. They're the only endangered species of vulture in the Americas. Now, if you're looking at these pages and the stream is clear enough, you might be seeing something. A New World vulture. A New World vulture. A New World vulture. An Old World vulture. An Old World vulture. Old World vulture. It doesn't say it here, but Rupel's vulture is also an Old World vulture. Let's pull these pictures up. These guys all look pretty similar, right? They're fucking vultures. You could look at any of these guys and be like, yeah, that's a vulture. These three, the American vultures, and these three aren't related in any fucking way. New World vultures and Old World vultures aren't even related enough to share like a clade. They're different creatures. We just call them vultures. So like technically you should call these all condors, and we kind of like use condor interchangeably, but we also just say vulture because it's like, oh well, it's a vulture. It's got a naked face and it eats carrion. That's a vulture. New World vultures. Again, this is I can see my view count actually going negative right now, which is an impressive feat. It means I owe viewers to Twitch. Old World vultures are like, for lack of a better term, real vultures, quote unquote. They are like the vulture is an Old World vulture. You know, Eurasian griffin vultures, whiteback vulture. These are just three I brought up. There's a lot of Old World vultures. There's only about 6 New World vultures, which I can actually have pulled up here. Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, sorry, I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kinds of New World vulture. Okay. They are known as New World vultures to distinguish them from Old World vultures. That's a hard phrase for me to say. With which the Cathartidae, which are New World condors, don't form a single clade despite the two being similar in appearance. It's entirely convergent evolution. It's entirely carcinization, basically. Yeah. Nature just decided, the world just decided the perfect form for a carrion beast is bald as fuck and big. They're vultures in, yeah, like a general sense of like a bird of prey that with a bald head of a certain size that eats, carrion. Old World vultures used to exist in the Americas like 10,000 years ago, and they went extinct. But like these dudes aren't related. I mean, these three are, and these three are, but like not even related enough to share a clade, which is what they call like a family of birds that are pretty similar but aren't necessarily like direct relatives. They may be like distant cousins or something. That's like what a clade is. I'm being very general, but that's enough for what our purposes. This is not a science channel. It's just me being obsessed with birds. But like these fuckers don't like. Let me see. Let me go to Accipitridae. Let's see. So I can't say it out loud. Accipitridae is the it's one of the 3 families of accipitriforms, which includes Cathartidae, cathartid vultures and condors, New World vultures, ospreys, secretary birds. Don't worry about those guys. Old World vultures are closer related to eagles and hawks than they are to New World vultures. I'm probably the only person that cares here, but that makes me lose my fucking mind. That is crazy. That like, this guy is more related to fucking this and this than it is this. Like, it's just wild to me. Sorry, I short-circuited. That's my big animal rant for today. It's like, it's weird. It's so fucking crazy. It's so wild to me that that's the case. That like, oh, it drives me crazy in like in a fun way. Obviously they're members of the same order, but like, they're still like more distant from each other than Old World vultures are from like eagles. Eagles, which live all over the world, the golden eagle is one of like the most widely spread eagles. Yeah, one of the most best known birds of prey in the northern hemisphere. Like they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Golden eagles are Chrysatos, Aquila chrysatos. Yeah, Aquila just meaning eagle. That's why the ship in Assassin's Creed 3 is named that. Like, so like what the fuck are condors? What are they? Let me here. I have New World vultures open. Like look at how many Old World vultures there are. Some of these are extinct, like this bottom one. But like these guys are all closer to eagles than a condor is. And like this is like a cartoon vulture. And maybe that's influenced by the fact that like I would assume most depictions of cartoon vultures probably come from America, which like means they're basing them off of turkey vultures for the most part. But like what the fuck? And you can see California or condors have like weird noses. You know, like you can tell the shape of the beak is different. But like any person would look at these two creatures and be like, yeah, they're probably related. And they're not. Not in any way that matters. That just it drives me crazy. It makes me lose my mind. Yeah. Wild. That's my animal rant for that's what you get for this game is my animal rant about vultures and condors. A lot more specialized than the Parasitus Colossus rant. Probably not as widely appealing as like, hey, there's a new creature that might be the biggest thing to ever live. But it shocks me more than the Parasitus Colossus facts did. Wild. Ignore this guy. This is not a character I made. This is a backup character I had to play when my main character was petrified. It's my D&D character. I have a type. It's big half orcs. I love them. I have a lightsaber. I had a lot in mind to talk about for Ranger stuff, and then I totally forgot about it after the whole game we just played. But also it's like a Star Trek thing where you shouldn't let me start talking. This is Bardic, where you shouldn't let me start talking about my this topic or else I won't stop. I like her a lot. She's good. She's been through a lot. Both before read the first line of her backstory. Both before I guess can you even read that on stream? I don't know. Been through a lot both before the plot of our campaign and during and probably after too. God willing and the creek don't rise. It's a lot of fun. I can summon direwolves. That's cool. Yeah. Wowzers. I don't want Baldur's Gate 3 to be over. But it is. Big sewing, but enjoy your animal infodumps. I enjoy them. I hope they're not often. But maybe a hard pivot into becoming an animal YouTuber. Once in like 30 years, once I make all the money off Twitch, I'll take the Mayahiga route and just start start a sanctuary. But it's wild. I can't believe this game's over. What's our final time? 200 and not Hollow Knight. 209 hours. Damn. Yeah, that's the longest game we've ever played. Oh, you know what I can do is I keep all games I finished in their own Steam category. Completed. Remove from stream games. Remove from... Well, actually, those are all automatic ones. But, no, look at these pictures of lae'zel. All right. So, yeah, we're done. We're done. It's so, like, bittersweet to be done with the game. Like, I'm happy we finished it, but it's also like, holy shit, you know? Yeah, tell your mom about Vulture Facts. It's just wild to me that, like I know convergent evolution is a thing. You know, I took 6th grade biology. I know that. But it's just wild to me that, like, they're totally... That old world vultures are closer to eagles and ospreys and eagles and hawks and harriers and kites than they are to cathartid vultures. It's wild. It's wild. And that vulture is just kind of like a general term, like bug. I mean, bug is like a specific scientific term for like specific kinds of beetles, but also so is vulture technically, you know. And we just use vulture to generally refer to these birds that kind of look alike and do the same thing, but aren't related. Wowzer. All right. I think that's going to be it for today. I cried a little bit on stream. Not the first time, but probably the most it's ever happened. I've teared up on stream before, but I was like crying during the letters. Those hit me really hard. And the game knew. The game fucking knew. The game was preparing me for the, or not preparing me, was preparing to just beat my ass and be like, hey, here's 20 notes of characters talking about how much they appreciate you and what you've done over the past 206 hours. Haha, idiot. But yeah. So on Monday, the day before my birthday, we will I guess we'll be going to Hades. Back to Hades rather. We do need to finish that up. I'm trying to figure out if I can unfollow too soft. That's fair. Uh I'm trying to figure out if I can start min-maxing some stuff in Hades, cuz like I just don't want us to drag on forever trying to complete all the relationships, which we need to do to finish the game. And I think we were like halfway done, and then I wrote it down in my book actually. Let me see where Hades is. God, Baldur's Gate 3 had a whole other page dedicated to it, and I wasn't able to fill it out. Right. A lot of people are like locked. So a lot of people are very close. The gods, a lot of them you have to like do specific things to unlock them. So we'll have to see. We'll figure things out as we go. But yeah, so we'll work on finishing up Hades. I have a next game in mind. I don't want to reveal it too soon, just in case, you know. But I have an idea for what will take us, you know, like a month or two after we finish Hades. Unless I get impatient and want to finish it first. But yeah, thank you for coming, everyone. I will see y'all on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for coming with me on this journey of Baldur's Gate. I'm so sad it's over, but you know, I'd rather we did it and be sad than not do it and miss out. Yeah. I'll stop saying bye. Bye everyone. Have a nice weekend. All right. Bye.